certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. We are way too close to each other. Let me move over. That's my fault. That was a little gay. Welcome to the show, everybody. We hope you're having a good evening. We hope we have a good evening. I see Jesse from Pod Awful is here to rouse the Matadors.
Fuck yeah.
The Matadors are all right. Hashtag Pat Matt. Somebody was in the chat this morning, and they were saying, I bet you, dude, I bet you Aaron's so fucking pissed that Matt has, like, this fan club. And I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, dude, you're fucking mad. You're mad that there's Matadors. I'm like, what?
Wait.
First of all,
do they not realize whose show this is?
Right, I can't.
I'm just a guy who sits here sometimes.
First of all, I just have to say, Matadors is a funny fucking name. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was Jesse or Dr. Chow who came up with it. Matadors is legitimately a funny name. And I love that people have come around on Matt. The other thing, I don't even have a real show. Like, you understand that, like, tens of thousands of people, like 10,000 people at a time, or no, I think our QM was like 14,000 or 15. Like 15,000 people were listening to us at a time on St. Cloud Morning Radio. On the internet in the morning at our peak, we have about 1,500 people watching us at a time. This ain't shit. Yeah. I'm scraping by, knocking out the goal, paying everybody, what I can. It's fucking tragic what's happened to my career. So don't sit here and be like, Aaron's mad that Matt has Matadors. No, Aaron's mad that he fucked up his career and has to beg you guys for money so he can keep his sham of a broadcasting career afloat while, while the arrest of his soon-to-be ex-wife fucking forced him to come out with basically the way he's been living his degenerate life the last 6 months. Yeah, no, I'm not. No, to put it mildly, I'm not upset with the Matadors. No.
It's the least of your worries.
It fucking gets better and better every day for me. Let's go to the phones here real quick.
Oh, it's hooked up.
It is hooked up. Let's go to April's parents' hobby farm. Hello there.
Matadors, lace up. Throw on your white hood and unite for Steel Toe.
Whoa,
why
whoa.
It's gotta be white?
Why do they have to be? Why do they have to? He hung up.
Why do we have to escalate so
wait a
fast?
minute. Why do they have to be? That's not necessary. It doesn't have to be. The hoods don't have to be white. There's no reason that would signify racist
Ghost
behavior.
costumes.
I mean, for God's sake, let's hope so. So yes, let's. The Book of the Toe says Matt is nice, but Aaron is our savior and shepherd to the land of infinite W's. Another win for the Toe. They're gonna fucking hate me saying that.
Yeah,
because that's like a troll thing.
And
really?
I
love it. I'm owning it. I'm
All right.
embracing that one. I'm stealing it. No offense.
Perfect.
I got a bigger audience than you guys now.
That's all you gotta do is embrace.
I'm just stealing all your shit. I'm taking all your sayings and I'm keeping them. That's cool with a K, bro. And it's another win for the toe. Thank you very much. We got to get some a clip. Somebody's got to email me a clip of somebody saying another win for the toe, and I'm putting it on the soundboard.
Ah, there we go.
And that's what we're doing for when we knock out the goal. I'm excited about that. Muttering Jay says this show needs to be re-for Matt Ed.
I get it.
Re-for Matt Ed. See that? Very cool, very fun. See, even our audience is owning it. It's ours now.
Yep.
It belongs to us. We win. Okay, another win for the toe. Thank you very much. But anyway, look, guys, big show coming your way.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited about it. What's our number tonight? 235 is the number tonight. We knocked it out easy last night. We knocked it out easy this morning. Please, if you want to keep doing that, totally. No Pen 15 Fathead with $2 says, Matt, who is this clown you have on? See, it's already, it's the turn.
Yeah.
It's the turn is what it is. $5 from Tony says Steel Toe current rankings. Number 1, Johnny. Number 2, Matt. Number 3, Aaron. It would have really hurt if he would have put April in there ahead of me. That would have really sucked. I saw that something made Kiwi Farms today just before I came on. Yeah. Something made Kiwi Farms that I talked about it today. I swear to God, I thought I've talked about this before.
Some hot goss.
I didn't think it was hot goss.
No?
No, I didn't. I thought I'd mentioned it before. That the plan was during our degenerate polycule that we had when we were doing disco.
Yes.
Sorry, Keanu. When we were doing disco, that April and I were going to buy the house next to Nick and Kayla that their trust owns.
That was the first time I heard it as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I'd mentioned it before.
Yeah. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, and Kayla, like...
Oof, you were going hard.
Yeah. Because I remember Kayla would say, like, I want us to, raise our children together and this, that, and the other thing. And
hard in the motherfucking
she would
paint.
talk that way. And, like, my thing is, like, when you're in the throes of it with somebody, you're like, especially if you're an emotional fuck like me.
Yes.
And you're like eyeballs, what you think is eyeballs deep in love. You're like, yeah, that sounds wonderful. That sounds great. But at the same time, my marriage was falling the fuck apart. Like, it just, like I said, April was going this way. I was going that way.
And you were kind of, you were not quite veering yet.
It was veering.
It was a little veering.
I would say after Easter.
Oh, okay.
Started veering.
Yeah.
And even before that, we were fighting about drugs.
House talk came
Yeah, we were fighting about drugs before that. But we were going to make that work. And then I just started bringing up things like, my ex-wife will fucking murder me. There's no goddamn way in hell. She's not going to drive any further to meet with the kids. There's no, how do I put my 3 kids in this situation? Like, whenever we talked to them about it, they were like, no, I don't want to do that. Fuck that noise. They didn't say fuck that noise. They're very young. But they would say, no, I'm not doing that.
It would have been appropriate if they did.
Like, if anything, people talk about, like, Aaron, I'm glad you recognize your mistakes and you're working on them and you're trying to get better.
Yeah.
Like, my kids also pulled my head out of my ass.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, we're not fucking doing this. This sucks. I hate this. And I'm like, well, I can't really do anything without my children. Right? My children are first all the time, every time. So if they say, Dad, this fucking sucks, it's gay, I'm not doing it, then it fucking sucks, it's gay, and I'm not doing it. But, like...
homophobic kids.
I know. That was really weird that they kept calling everything gay, especially the 4-year-old. So that was kind of off the table, and it all just kind of, the cheese slid off the pizza. The disco pizza, so to speak. I didn't know I had...
I don't even want to know what that analogy is.
Yeah, I didn't know that I hadn't shared that before.
I don't ever remember hearing that.
I thought I had put that out there. And then, when I said I wasn't coming back and it got brought up, I thought we were going to raise our kids together. I'm like, how the fuck is that going to work?
Logically think about it.
The minute you're out, you start, like, it's like cold water splashing on your face. Like, I keep telling people, it feels like I'm one of those cult members who left, like, Jonestown.
Yeah.
Because once I hit the fresh air of reality again in the real world, because you got to kind of shut off to everything to be in a situation like that.
Yes.
Well, consider, like, if April's still with the Ricadas. They can't fucking go to church anymore.
No.
They can't go out in the community anymore. You got to fucking move at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if it's the four of us, they already thought we were fucking weirdos. So, like, this whole community, like, you got to remember, I'm an extrovert. You know me.
Yeah.
I love being around people. I love being around my friends. I love being around my family, shit like that. That life was going to kill me.
Yeah.
It was going to drive me nuts. Or I was going to turn into some weird, like one of the sparrows in Game of Thrones. I don't know.
No, we saw on an internet stream what you would have turned into.
That, you know what? That's a good point.
That's exactly the path you would have
Who's
ended
to
up
say
down.
I wouldn't have started going,
Yes.
I could have ended up like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would have lost my kids for sure.
Oh, fuck yeah.
My kids would have been fucking Gonzola.
Yeah,
Forget
no,
it.
their mother was not fucking around already.
Nope.
And
That would have been the end of that.
I don't think you can sit here and go, you don't blame her for it.
I can't. No, not at all. And I can't
Yeah.
regret anything either because as
Right.
you look at it, I came to the end of my realistic line with that life.
Yeah?
There was no future in that for me.
No. Fuck no.
There's no way I could have kept that going. That's what, people didn't understand that. When they said, you guys can move in the house next door and it can be, the four of us and we'll do this and we'll do that. Like, you understand that there's 5 people involved in this.
Yeah.
Like, I have an ex-wife who has half the custody of the kids. And if she wants to shut this motherfucker down, she can shut this motherfucker down. You could say she's the most powerful person in this equation.
Yeah.
And if she looks at that and she goes, yeah, no, not my fucking kids. You thought you had court proceedings before. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was wild. I didn't know people didn't know that I hadn't said that before on the show. Let's catch up with everybody's super chats. Thank you guys very much for chipping in. Also, Streamlabs, PayPal, and Venmo, if you want to put your money somewhere where we get the biggest cut of it, we appreciate that. Rupert with $4.99 says, Happy Marvin Heemeyer Day. The thing won't let me type Killdozer. Oh, yeah, Killdozer was today.
Killdozer Day?
That's
Fuck
like
yeah.
that's like Nick's favorite day of the year. He loves Killdozer. He's obsessed with Killdozer.
I kind of like Killdozer too. I got a little 3D model.
You
I
two
printed.
should hang out.
I'd rather not.
No? You don't think so?
I mean, we could use the blade of the Killdozer to push around some
some disco
snowy substance.
Some disco snow?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. Funeral director with $2 says, big fan. Ever try Howdoma noodles? I feel like I just read something bad.
What?
I just feel like I read something bad. I don't
no
want to read
idea
it again.
what that is.
Thank you, funeral director. He also throws us another $2 and says, how do my balls and rod taste? 143. Thank you, funeral director. I knew it. Okay. Cray Duckling with $5 says, it's like a cop ordering at Denny's or a podcaster's first time seeing a ranch fountain. Thank you, Adam Simon, for gifting us a membership. We appreciate that. 220 is now officially tonight's number. Thank you guys very much. I'm sorry. Now we're at 215. Thank you, Peter, Sky, Parker, and Tony. We'll get to you guys in just a second. Got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight as we continue getting back to normal, and the numbers stay up as we get back to normal. We appreciate the people who have become new fans of this show. Well, I thought that we were going back to, I thought we were going to blow up for a week or two.
Yep.
And we did. That part was accurate. And I thought we'd go back to where we were. We haven't gone back to where we were. We're still in the thousands during the morning. I think we're still in the 500 or 600s during the evening shows on YouTube and Rumble. So I thank you guys very much for being as cool as you've been. It's another win for the toe.
Cool.
Peter Sky Parker with $2 says, Matt, the chat loves your new shirt and cool haircut.
Yeah.
They love it. May be wrong, but I doubt it.
I just found it in my closet. I don't know what to tell you. Can't take credit.
You know what I found in my closet? Monogamy. She didn't take that. You know what? If I may I vent for a moment?
No, you can't vent on your own show.
Is that what
You're
people
not
are here
allowed.
for? Are people here to hear me talk about my marriage and stuff? We're going to get to stories and stuff. In a little bit.
Okay.
But, like, she cleaned out the closet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, this shit's over.
Yeah.
But you're still running a fucking polycule. So you're trying to, navigate that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, well, but, my marriage is ending. So that's fucking awkward, bud. Probably a good sign that you should be done with all this nonsense.
Right, because the poly thing can't go on if you're not with the other,
Right.
like that. There's
So now I got one broad and I'm sharing her with no.
you just
I don't think that works. You know, you can go to the other broad and you can be like, so you want to run away and like get fuck out of here? Or I got 5 kids. I don't think I do. Well, this kind of puts me in a fucked up spot. And then the day I said I'm never coming back, like I think I got to be done. Everyone's like, you piece of shit, you motherfucker. It's like, what do you want me to do? If you're in my position, what would you like from me?
leave everything behind for them because they are selfish addicts.
Leave everything behind and just, you know, like what's Nick? Like Nick, I read his text from yesterday. I have him screenshotted. And in a way, he's like, you lied to my wife. And I'm like, in a way, he's saying like, you come back here and fuck my wife, bub. You get back here and keep fucking my wife.
Come love her the way I can't.
Were you there?
No,
Interesting.
No, I wasn't. That's just the impression I get based on things I've heard and
She told
details I've put together from your show.
Yeah, she told me that I was the best kisser she'd ever been with.
Ooh.
And the person she put in second was not Nick. And I'm like, that's fucking cold, bitch. That's fucking
Which
brutal.
lips were you kissing?
My goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. So anyway, but yeah, so like I'm like she cleans out my closet. And then apparently she's been going around telling everybody that like, oh, I have nowhere to live and he kicked me out. I'm like, you fucking could have stayed there. You could have fucking stayed here forever.
She packed her shit and went there, but you threw her out and she has nowhere to go.
I'm like, you could have stayed as long as you wanted. I was fond of you until you fucking moved your shit out, you dick. That pissed me off a little bit. I don't know.
That's a bold move. I mean,
Right?
I guess she was just willing to make the move before you were.
I guess so. But she was messaging me like, we can still do the thing where we buy the other house. We'll just work on our things and this and that. Like, no. I don't work on things after someone like sneakily in the middle of the day while they knew I would be gone, cleared all their shit out. I'm sorry, but that plus drug use does not equal Aaron's infinite trust. So I apologize. Plus, we're fucking other people. So it's really
Well, you were
hard.
open about that, though, so that's not a trust factor.
True. At least there was no trust factor in that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What a fucking disaster my life was for a while. God, I'm really on the right track. Holy shit, am I on the right track? I just want a nice, monogamous relationship. Do you know what I did with my neighbor today? We smoked Do you know, guys, listening to my stories of the last 6 months, you guys are going to be like, wow, here's the trade-off. You're going to be like, wow, these are fucking exciting. Feed me more. And I'm sure I'll have little tidbits that I forget about that I'll drop for you as the years go by here. But you guys are listening to the last 6 months of my life, and you're going, holy fucking shit, these stories are crazy. And yes, they are. You're absolutely right to be entertained by them. That's fine. They've broken me as a human being. I have to retrain myself in basic things like human affection. I have to retrain myself in things like honesty with a partner and loving people.
I mean, to be fair, these
These
things all could have taken work before this.
That's why he has matadors.
I mean, just...
But like, so you guys are like, oh man, these stories are fucking crazy. I love these stories. And you're right to love them. They're entertaining. They're interesting. I don't blame you at all. The stories I'm going to tell you from now on are going to be so fucking pedestrian that you're going to go, Imholt fucking sucks. His life is over. It's awful. But let me tell you something. The stories I'm telling you that you're wildly entertained by broke me as a human being to the point where I didn't recognize myself till about 2 weeks ago. That broke me as a person to the point where I forgave myself for bad shit I did, like, I think at like 3:30 this afternoon. So I'm glad you love those stories. The stories I'm going to tell you after, like my Saturday this weekend or my Sunday evening where I went to a meeting and then I had pie afterwards with someone very dear to me. I went and had fucking pie at Clearwater Travel Plaza. I had one of their pie. Yeah.
Oh, that's good food there.
Motherfucker, I sat and had pie and I was like, don't ever leave.
Midwest Menards dad.
I'm just right. I'm just Midwest Menards dad. So I'm sitting there going, "Don't leave me. Just stay here. We can stay till it closes. It'll be fun."
You weren't even talking to the one you're with. You're talking to the pie.
I'm just talking to the pie. I'm like, "Don't go in my stomach. There's nothing." I went to Menards on Sunday afternoon, and I'm like, "I just want to do this all the time." I almost went and bought lumber. I don't fucking need it. Maybe I'll need lumber at some point. I was looking at my deck today. I'm like, stain that motherfucker. That's what I should do. Dude, I'm excited. My vacation this year is going to be an October vacation to Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, you're going to do it?
I don't think I'm going to do the Nashville thing.
Oh, okay. Nashville thing.
Because Charleston is like down south by the beach and shit. I can do some damage, right?
Yeah.
And then, then it's like I want to, fucking this summer is play some bags. Drink some beers,
some pizzas,
smoke some meats, sing some karaoke. I want to go to Stillwater.
Yeah,
Stillwater's beautiful.
Yeah,
you just go down there and you walk the shops down by the river. Nice. Fucking beautiful, man. But anyway, you guys love the stories of the last 6 months, and I'm glad you do. What's gonna come from now on? You're probably done getting a lot of excitement out of me. Because, believe it or not, I think I finally figured out who I am.
Well, at least it happened before you were 40.
Right? You know what's great about this? I don't have time for a midlife crisis.
You've already had it.
Technically, sort of. I never really knew who I was to have one.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. Oh, man. So anyway, it's, look, man, Menards fucking rules. I would say, golf fucking rules. It's great. Polycules and real estate acquisitions based on having 4-person relationships. Are you out of your fucking mind? Like, now I'm finally at the point I finally caught up with everyone else where I think about it and I go, what the fuck, dude? Like, it's a different person. And also, I look at myself and I go, dude, you ain't the dude to pull that shit off. No. Like, you got dog walked into some bullshit, bro. You are not that guy. I wouldn't photograph well in that mugshot, so thank God. Not that any of them, fucking knocked it out of the park. But, Christ almighty. No Pen 15 Fathead with $5 says, I can melt down your ring to any caliber you like and can even load it for you. Just let me know. Hey, I like this. White Boy Summer? Uh-huh. Right? You got White Boy Summer? Trucker 18 Wheeler with $2 says, Fat Boy Summer is Aaron's favorite thing. That's what we're doing. I had Swing Boy Winter,
Swing Boy.
Polycule Winter, and now I'm doing Fat Boy Summer.
All right.
I went up about 5 pounds. I do need to drop it. Like it's hot. Do some planking and some boxing and some lifting. Oh my God, my triceps are non-existent.
I know a guy that can help you with that.
Oh yeah, who's that?
He can get you some supplements.
Well, no, I did that, but that lessens muscle mass. That's going the opposite way of what I need.
It gets rid of fat too.
From Amanda Hugginkiss, the highest week's donation gets your ring. My wedding ring? No, auctioning off my wedding ring.
That's kind of weird.
That's kind of cheesy. I don't think so. I don't mind, Paul. The biggest contribution of the week. What we're going to do is the biggest contribution of the week gets to decide what I do with my ring. So far, $20. The $20 is the highest one, and that one wants to put it in a mortar and launch it.
I got some little mortars.
If someone wants to go higher than 20 and come up with an idea of how to dispose of my ring, I'm willing to let the audience roll with that, if you will. All right, guys, 210 is the number for this evening. $210 away from today's goal. I don't know. Let's get down near one hundo. What is this? I don't know if I should answer this. That is, no, they are not calling for the show. They are calling my personal number. Never mind. I don't want to put people on the air who don't want to be on the air. No, thank you. All right, so anyway, Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, all that stuff. Throw it in there. Let's knock it down. Let's make $210 tonight. We'll do overtime. We'll do an extra 30 minutes, and we'll kick it in the ass this evening. Then tomorrow morning, I think Johnny's only going to be here for 2 hours.
Oh.
He's got family in town. He wants to spend some time with his family.
Ah, gotcha.
So we're going to have him on until 8. Then we'll have a solo evening show on Wednesday evening. And then Keanu Thursday, Gino Friday. It's looking like a pretty solid week this week. The next time you're able to do a Wednesday evening show, by the way, we're going to do karaoke afterwards.
That means I have to take the next day off of work.
Why can't you go home at like midnight?
Dude, my alarm goes off at 4 a.m.
I hear you. I understand. Let's try to figure this out.
I run equipment that can kill people.
Bro.
What?
In my old life, in my polycule life, I used to fall asleep with Kayla at like 2 in the morning.
Okay.
And then I wake up at 4 to leave and go do a show. Like April and I would get up at 4. No, we'd get up at 3:45 and leave at 4. Now April had to have a little.
Right. Can I point one thing out?
Yeah. What?
Everybody kind of noticed there's something going on.
I seem a little sleepy.
A little sleepy, a little jittery after all the fucking Celsius.
Yeah. April didn't need energy drinks. April had her own energy drink. You drank it through your nose.
She had medicine to go take.
She had medicine that she needed to do those shows. Oh, boy. Yeah. Snigger Niggardly says, on April 12th, both you and Nick were perturbed about an emergency. Was it April-related or a near OD or something as serious? Really?
That's pretty specific.
April 12th.
No.
April was out of the house already.
Wasn't that?
That's about when I left.
Yeah. That was when you told me what was going, like you told me like things are over.
Oh, did I? That I was
that.
filing and it was done?
Yeah, 'cause that's my birthday weekend.
Okay, then that would be it. Yes. Okay, so Friday, April 12th, I decided, you know what, this is fucking done. I'm over with it.
Yep.
I'm not going to stay married to April. Whatever. I'm not doing this shit. Because I really thought that she was dragging me through, like she was almost like torturing me. Because she's like, well, maybe we can be friends and then we can still do this 4-person things. And I'm like, fuck.
What the fuck does that?
Like at some point, you got to put your foot down. You'd be like, okay, I know that I have this woman over here.
Yeah.
But that ain't my woman.
No.
You know? So I'm like, let's fucking call this thing. Fucking enough. A week ago, you moved your shit out. We're fucking done, clearly. So I decided we were done. Nick took that night off because he was busy thumb thugging and texting me telling me to K myself. You lied to my wife and I. You lied about me to my wife. I'm like, I think all I told your wife was you were an addict. And like that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that, you know, I can back that shit up, you know. I can at least make a healthy argument,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was busy freaking out on me. Kayla was from what I hear, this could be bullshit because, you know, everybody's a fucking liar, but Kayla was apparently really heartbroken that night that I wasn't coming back, which again is fucked up.
Yeah.
Me fucked up, but that fucked up too. So Nick was like having to basically quarterback this thing, this 3-person nightmare that he's now inherited because I went, you know what? I've got 3 kids and an ex-wife and a family and friends and all this other shit that I'd like to see. So I don't think I can move in and be part of the compound.
Well, and he's already cut everyone else out of his life, apparently.
Right, so
Being able to pull all this shit off.
right, so I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, I got to be done. Yeah, motherfucker, you lied to me. You lied to my wife. You lied about me to my wife. Like everything was lie. And like I feel like I'm being pretty fucking honest. Called me the gay F word. I'm like, well, not anymore. If you think about it. But so there's this. So that whole thing happened. If you're asking about April 12th, yeah, that was the day I left. And he canceled that show because he was trying to handle 3 people fucking acting like the world was burning down around them because I wasn't there. Which, guys, trust me, you're going to be fine. I guess, but if you fast forward about 4 or 5 weeks, I was wrong. You're not going to be fine.
Well, no, they could have been fine.
Well, yeah.
They could have, you know, pulled the nose up as well.
Yeah.
Away from the pile of coke.
Somebody says you didn't have to crash land into the polar ice caps, as it were. Anton says, the day you got dumped. The story I'm telling is not of a dumping, my friend. It's of me going, I'm gone, and them going, the fuck is your fucking problem, asshole?
The day you got dumped. No, she moved her shit out and was still going, no, we can make this work.
Yeah.
Like she's trying to get you to go there because all of her shit was there.
We're not going to make this work.
No, I think you pretty much know.
We're going to ski fucking daddle. That's all right. So I'm sorry if you're a Recollections Law fan. I cost you a show on Friday, April 12th. I apologize for that. So thank you for that question. Someone says you told me to call the show number. Oh, well, who the fuck is it? Oh, well, call again. Jesus Christ. I got people trying to call the show. All right, let's...
Kyle Broflovsky.
All right, hi, Kyle Broflovsky. What can we do for you?
You realize that today is Killdozer Day, right?
I do realize that today is Killdozer Day.
Let's focus on more important things like that.
All right. Sorry, Dad.
Sorry, I forgot my Killdozer 3D printed model.
Jesus. You guys want to watch some Killdozer shit now? All right, we'll do that for overtime. If we get overtime today, we'll watch the Killdozer stuff. All right, call me back, buddy. We'll not you, the last guy who wanted to call. And we'll get you on the program. How's that? Jesus fucking Christ. That's a good question, though. I like telling that story. All right, here we go.
Call from.
I don't want to give the person away. There we go. All right, go ahead, caller. What's going on?
Hey, Aaron. I was wondering, can you do another cuck session for the fans? And Matt, can you give your real, honest feelings about Aaron's disgusting behavior?
I don't think I've been holding back.
I don't think he's been holding back.
I've been kind of ripping on him quite a bit about it.
There's been, I don't know if you've noticed, sir, there's been a joke or two been thrown around at my expense.
Yes, I think that's how you know how I feel is I bust his balls and call him a piece of human garbage for the shit he's done.
Sir,
and then we laugh at him.
Sir, I don't think you've been paying attention. I certainly have been getting mine, as they say.
Matt, be part of the next cuck session then.
Oh, no. We gotta.
No, I don't swing that way.
No, we gotta. I think we're gonna probably have to skip that.
No more disco and
no more disco. Thank you, buddy.
The show is shying away from the disco.
Yeah, we're gonna probably have to take it easy on the disco. It'd be funny if that was the real one. Recollections Law with $5. Can we be friends again, you fuck? Yeah, you know what? Here, I'll give him the old Anthony.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we got off on the wrong foot. Wrong dick, whatever. Saint Toe with $4.99 says, please continue what you were saying to Matt about being tired for a show in your home, as he was saying he has a blue-collar job to go to. What? What do you mean?
You can go take a nappy poo after you're done with your show.
Sometimes I got sleepy. What do you want from me? You know?
Yeah.
You know?
You see, at 10:30 when your show's done, I still don't get to punch out till at least 3.
Oh, really?
Sometimes not till 6:30.
Oh, shit. You know, sometimes I get done with my show and I'm really tired. And what I do is I just go lay down in my big recliner and I sleep for a couple hours. But then I'm fine. You know.
Must be rough.
Then I'm right. It's a hard job.
Must be rough.
Really takes a lot out of you. $200 away from tonight's goal, boys and girls. Thank you very much for your contributions. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, memberships. It's all placed. It's all pinned at the top of the page if you want to throw in a couple of bucks. So let's move on. Let's get on to some other things. I've already talked a little more hot goss than I wanted to. But somebody asked a very good question, so I got to tell a couple of stories today. I like story time with Aaron.
Yeah, story time's good.
Ben and OG Matador. All right, this is let's watch a clip from Dr. Chow. He says he's an OG Matador.
Not to divert, but that Matt dude, he was one of your OG guys, right?
He's pretty OG. Yeah, he came on a few years in.
Where has he been, bro? I've seen him online a couple times. He's hilarious. He's really he'd be huge right now if he was doing this show.
I think he would be. I think he's awesome. I think he's great. I think Oz, if he left about a year ago, but Oz had been there the longest of anyone. And before he had a stroke, man, he was one of the funniest guys to work with. Matt just unfortunately has a really well-paying job. Yeah. And mornings aren't workable for him. We're planning on bringing him on in the evenings a lot because he's really fun. He's just a naturally funny guy.
Every single
you know what?
Because
April was tired of fucking doing shows with her loser husband. She wanted the guy with more subscribers. Fucking somebody had to clout chase.
Yeah. All those subscribers watching that. Oh, yeah, you're doing good.
Aaron, you made more money than my last boyfriend, and you can give me a life way better than he ever could have, so fuck that guy. A few years later. Aaron, fuck you, you worthless piece of shit. I found a guy who makes more money and has more subs, and I'm going to leave, and I'm going to hang out with him and his wife. Oh, all right, what does he do? Hands in the fucking air, don't anybody fucking move. I'd like to think that the last thing that went through April's mind, other than that search warrant, was how Aaron Imholt ever got the best of her. It's hard not to be a little resentful towards people who treated you like fucking human garbage.
It's going to be a while before that disappears.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's fun to hate people. Especially when they're women.
I don't know.
And especially when the hatred...
A couple years in, and I still got...
When the hatred is righteous, it's even better. When you have a reason to be full of hate, it's nice. Long Duck Dong with $2 says, I got 2 phones, one for the steel and one for the toe. I got... Oh, man. Well, guys, an even 2 hundo away from tonight. Thank you very much. We got some fun shit to jump into tonight. Chad Zumock.
Ooh, the mud shark.
Hold on, is April here? I don't want to talk about it. Oh, well, okay. I can talk about Chad. Okay.
Are you triggered?
Well, remember, she banned all Chad talk once everybody stopped saying she was hot and cute and smoking and, they started talking shit about her. Well, then you couldn't talk about Chad Zumock anymore.
Oh.
Ugh, fuck. I really do. Look, I know I feel like I've really made a lot of jokes at this point. I do wish the best for her. I do hope she gets better. But if she's with those two, she's fucked. Well, I mean, yeah. Lucky her. Lucky her. But if she's still with those two, A, nobody's going to get healthy. Nobody's going to get better. It's a fucking joke. But number 2, she ain't going to have a good life.
No.
Because you're somebody now your whole identity in your life is you're somebody's side piece. Don't be that. Value yourself a little more than that. Because, I was married to the chick. So it's like I would like her to have a little bit of dignity.
I don't think it's seen that way.
What?
From what you said, she's got a place in the studio. That's her spot in that Mustang.
That's how she feels.
I'm saying
you're going to get yourself fucking killed believing shit like that. Like
she's seeing it a different way.
You understand this is how Lifetime movies end.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Get the fuck out of there.
But she's seeing it that way. She's got the place. The other one's going to disappear. You think?
No.
No?
No.
She just thinks she's going to take number 1 spot while the other one hangs around?
I don't believe so. I'm telling you this.
How does it work out?
If she's out of there, she's fucking on the right track. She's doing great.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be awesome. She's going to find a family of her own.
Yeah.
She's going to do very well. If she's still there, it's a lot of bad road left ahead. $4.99 from Hulkamasha Baby says, come on, Matt, go ruin your work life. Your twice divorced bachelor friend needs a singing buddy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I'll just give up all that career
I show good judgment.
Worked 10 fucking years for.
Happy Plague Doctor with $5 says, as a Nebraskan, April has the farm girl to crack hoe fast run record. I knew she had potential. Jesus, that's not very nice. That is not something nice to say. Do you think people ever wonder when I'm talking shit about him, like, I should have never pissed that guy off because he's really fucking annoying. I wonder that sometimes. Ricada Law with $5. Are you getting a BJ's under a disco desk? I'm not. This is not my disco desk anymore. I was going to do something. That would have been a real dickhead move. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to hold back because that's not the real him. I was going to hold back, but I'm not going to. I won't do it. $4.99 from Dustin says, Aaron, you said this morning that both yours and his marriages were failing, but he's there still banging both women still. I mean, allegedly, I think you were duped, bro.
Okay,
no,
would you call that a solid marriage, even if that is the case?
That's not a good marriage. That's not a marriage you want because everyone just feels like shit now. Fucking awful. No, thank you. Can't go out in your fucking community. Could you imagine? Ugh, you're a fucking pariah. now. All right, let's continue on. Yeah, there is a "Shut Up, Aaron" sign behind me. Can we please? I got Chad Zumock clips, for fuck's sake. 185 away from tonight. You guys are the best. Thank you for continuing to throw money at this listener-supported program. You want to throw something in the PayPal or the Venmo or the Streamlabs, that link is in the chat as well. That's the best way to do it. But whatever works for you works for us. So,
okay, Chad
Zumock.
The Z-Man.
The Z-Man. Now, as you know, I went on Misery Loves Company with Chad Zumock.
Uh-huh.
And Chad and I had a fantastic time. We fought with each other. We made jokes at each other's expense. We made jokes to each other. We were self-deprecating. It went well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it went well. We also learned that April and the Ricadas had been fucking arrested for being in a house full of drugs, guns, and children on that same day.
Live on the show.
Live on the show.
Yeah,
that was something.
Yeah.
So Chad was keeping an eye on Hackamania for us.
Yeah.
Hackamania was the thing that Patrick Melton threw where there were bed bugs.
Now, when this was first brought up, I'm like, okay, the hotel he had it at, like the whatever venue thing, and people stayed in the rooms, had bed bugs.
Sure.
But people just attended and stayed in a different hotel and got bed bugs just from going to sit in the chairs.
People were sending text messages that said we might have gotten the bed bugs from the venue. So there may have been
Jesus Christ.
There may have been
Burn it to the fucking ground.
There may have been a bed bug outbreak at Hackamania. Well, Chad Zumock, our very own Chad Zumock, apparently had boots on the ground inside Hackamania and wants to give us a full detailed description of the weekend's events. I'm here for it. Let's listen to Chad. Go ahead, Mud Shark.
And even if we have a Hackamania report. I had boots on the ground from a guy who likes everybody. He likes Melton. He loves everybody on the lineup. He likes me, likes Kevin. It's the most fair assessment you're going to get as a guy who went to the venue. He's been an informant for a long time. He always updates. He gave me a lot of information. Everything he's ever given me has been 100% accurate.
I tell you what, whether it's the Candy Ojai County Police Department or Chad Zumock, I'm just a good little... No. Don't go to trial. Anyway, let's continue on with Chad. That's a little joke. That was a little humor, a little court humor.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to read the report from Hackamania from a guy who is just an observer and a fan of all of ours, calling it like he sees it.
He's a friend of ours.
Oh.
He's not a friend of mine. He's a friend of ours.
Gotcha.
So it says, Chad, I'm just getting back from Hackamania, and I'm going to give you a complete rundown of what I witnessed on an unbiased attendee.
Does he got bifocals?
I can tell. Let me tell you something. I cannot think of an email opening paragraph that would fucking bore me more than someone writing to me and saying, Aaron, buckle the fuck up. I'm about to give you a no-holds-barred, detailed account of my time at Hackamania.
Uh-huh.
I would say, look, is there a second option? Like, you cut one of my balls off with a rotten olive fork? Like, can we do that instead rather than you read me an entire thing of what happened at Hackamania? Is there anything else? Can I go back to my old disco days and be fucking miserable and stressed out and involved in drama all the time? Can we do that instead?
First and foremost,
instead of me being at bonfires with a beautiful woman and
shut up, Aaron.
Instead of me smooching a beautiful dame and fucking remembering that life is worth fucking living.
Right.
Can I just please go back to the last 6 months of my life where at the end of it I went, wow, I'm the biggest piece of shit failure I've ever been. Instead of now moving forward with my life and going, there are people out there who will love you and rescue you and be there for you.
And relive all of it over again where you spill everything to the entire fucking internet about how big of a piece of shit you are.
And I started doing that so that I wasn't lying to my audience.
Yeah.
Because I'd been lying the entire time. Like, people have been like, have you been doing this? Have you been... Like, because the whole internet was going, are you swinging? Are you, is April on drugs? She looks like she's on drugs. Is Nick fucked up? Is this, that? And I would lie to protect all these people.
Yep.
And then I'm like, well, that feels dirty. That feels rotten. That's anti-everything I've ever done on the air. So I started spilling the beans. Then the arrest happened, and I read that during the arrest, they're like, yeah, everyone in the community thinks they're basically fucking each other. I'm like, well, I better come out with it. Because I don't want the fucking church describing, what my fucking balls smelled like going up for communion. Why don't I fucking get out ahead of this one?
A lot of the pictures you may have seen in reports you probably already heard are likely from me.
Whoa,
I did filter out info throughout different venues throughout the weekend.
Oh my God.
Friday he landed in Vegas, got to his hotel room. He stayed at
took a shower, trimmed my pubes. Jesus Christ, dude, get to the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. I went to a local Perkins because even though I was in Las Vegas, I went to a chain restaurant because I'm that kind of fucking vacationer. I've got some of the best fucking restaurants in the world at my disposal. I ate at the Hard Rock like an asshole.
Just a picky eater, simple eater.
Dude, you can fucking go to Mon Ami Gabi at Paris in Las Vegas, and you can get a delightful breakfast with a mimosa if you're a giant mo. And, oh, my God, is it delicious. You can get it all for $30.
Oh.
30, 40 bucks. 30, 40. Well, the drink's going to be about 15, 20.
Yeah.
But the rest, 45, 50 bucks with tip. You can get yourself a nice breakfast and a mimosa.
Well, you think he's got the money for that? He went to Hackamania.
Fair point. He fucking went to the bedbug shop.
At the Grand, which was a recommendation by Melton, and where all the quote-unquote stars of the show were staying.
Ew.
As far as the hotel casino goes in Vegas, it certainly wasn't the worst. But obviously not a premier location either.
Yeah, the Grand is kind of an old shithole. It's not the nicest. It's a downtown dump.
Mm.
It's just so you can be close to if you want to be close to the downtown action, you'd stay at the Grand.
Gotcha.
If you're going to stay downtown, stay at the fucking D or Circa. Golden Nugget's okay, but stay at Circa if you're going to stay downtown. That's where you want to be.
Got my room key, unpacked, essentially headed right to the show from the venue. Upon getting,
I took a cab, but the cab was a little late. The driver looked a little sketch, so I took an Uber.
The hemorrhoid popped. It was a little bloody.
I had blood in my stool. It was light,
Stuck
though.
a tampon up my ass to slow it down.
They say if the blood is bright,
God.
it's a surface abrasion, but if it's darker, it may be an indication of internal bleeding, in which case you should get medical attention. It was bright-blooded, so I figured it was a surface abrasion from wiping too hard. The toilet paper at the Grand is rather coarse, so I decided to then carry on to Hackamania and see what was going on for that night's festivities. Fuck. I will say this. The guy did warn us he's going to give us a full account.
He's very thorough.
Oh, my God. I hope this ends with him just being, like, robbed by 3 black guys.
Kind of guy you want writing up a police report.
Hey, is this guy in Spicer by chance?
Getting into my Uber, the driver legitimately asked me if I was sure that was the part of town I was headed to on the way.
That's
it was a rough area, and most visitors don't go there.
And they also said there's been a Godzilla sighting. So it was just Patrick Melton.
Again, this is non-biased. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's been incredibly non-biased. It hasn't been biased towards excitement, for sure.
No. It's just been details.
It hasn't been
more unneeded fucking details.
You know where the bias hasn't been? In wanting me to hear more.
Hold on, let me drink some water.
It's a play-by-play from Chad. He caught the bug.
As we got closer, I actually thought the address had to be wrong because the area was very run down. But sure enough, there it was, Sinwave. I guess I was naive. I was expecting a line out the door.
So was I. I was naive, too. Fucking cost me my marriage, my dignity, my self-respect. Almost my clean record.
You kept your friends and family.
I did. I got those back. I got a beautiful.
Shut up, Aaron.
And what had to wait to get in? Absolutely not. Walked right in, and there was a woman sitting at a picnic table asking for an ID to cross-reference her ticket list.
A picnic table inside?
Give her my ID. She looks through the list of names, can't find mine, ask where I bought the ticket, etc.
This guy really is the most tedious storyteller of all time. My shoe came untied. When I bent over to tie my shoe, my chewing gum fell out, so I had to go to a bodega down the way. I had to pick up another thing of chewing gum. They didn't have the Trident flavor I like. You see, I usually like the watermelon flavor. They didn't have it.
Guys on the spectrum.
So I
right?
had to settle for cinnamon, and the cinnamon gum, while not as good as the watermelon, will do in a pinch. Well, anyway, I went back to the venue, and I was stabbed by a transient. And,
This is written by an autist, right?
it was written by, actually, a court reporter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a stenographer, actually, wrote this.
Autist.
And then she ultimately says, fuck it, and gave me the badge for access. She couldn't find the name.
Wow.
You know that your
Then
show...
he goes, you remember when they...
You know your show sold really well when they can't find the ticket name. Because usually you have to find the tickets because the thing's going to be full.
Right.
Like, we got to find people's ticket names at the anniversary show because there's not going to be anywhere for anyone to sit. But if you look at the names and you don't see it, you go, fuck it, come on in. That means you weren't very...
I know there's nowhere to sit at your anniversary shows because that's how I hooked up with Grinch Girl.
Standing
She had to
next
sit on
each
my
other.
fucking lap.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They trashed you for
Did you finger her?
Not that night.
Oh,
letting people walk into your
There
event
was no
without a door
special
guy. I
wall.
literally didn't even have a ticket for even though I actually paid, but I didn't actually have one on the list. So he basically said I could have just went instead of paying for one. When I walked into the main area of the venue, bar lounge, it was dead. Literally, one guy was sitting alone at a table.
Literally, they were dead. It was everybody was dead. He literally
because
walked
the
in.
bed bugs sucked all the blood out of them.
They didn't sleep tight. Obviously, the bed bugs bit them all over.
He didn't read this ahead of time either, did he?
No, he didn't.
There's
proof
no
it.
fucking way.
If he would have pre-read it, he would have read it like this. Okay, picking it up right here.
Yeah.
People drinking with 0 people at the bar. I go to the bar, get a beer, have 0 on tap. The guy said they have 3 choices of beer, only in cans. I ended up getting a Miller Lite. So he said if I wanted another to keep in mind, they only had 12-pack of it. A 12-pack of it. Unreal. At this point, it's past 7 o'clock. The comedy show is supposed to have already started.
This guy is, you're right, this guy's autism is ticking off out of control.
Is this Citizen M?
It was Citizen M who wrote him.
Jesus Christ.
I walk into the back room where the event is being held. Right off the bar was the first thing I noticed was the smell of the venue.
Ew.
It was very pungent and rancid and reeked of body odor.
Well, I mean, Patrick Melton was there. You put Brian Johnson and Patrick Melton in a room together, there's going to be an odor. You just got to understand that when you buy your ticket.
No assigned seating whatsoever, even though they advertised VIP passes. I was able to sit wherever the fuck I wanted, and plenty of seats were open.
That's why you were able to sit where the fuck you wanted.
Right.
So
You
I
didn't have to
said
worry about
previously
it.
the comedy show was already supposed to be taking place, but it wasn't. Some terrible podcast was still on. I have no clue who they were. Still don't.
It was a rerun
I
of
looked at
Melton
my
show.
watch, checked the Hackamania schedule to see if I got in the times mixed
Jesus
up. Nope.
Christ.
It was just poorly ran. The podcast was 30 minutes over their slot. When the podcast finally ended, Melton and his buddy Moody frantically ran around the room trying to figure out tech issues why none of the screens or lights were working at the time.
Oh, no.
They legit asked audience members for cords, cables to make shit work.
Wow.
You're asking people at your poorly attended show in your stinky piss hall that you decided to hold it in because it's all you could afford in Las Vegas. If anybody had any cords, do you know how fucking embarrassing it would be if I walked around to our audience at one of our comedy shows and went, you guys got any XLRs sitting around anywhere?
What the fuck?
What a fucking asshole.
What kind of
Melton
cords
is.
do you expect people to just have in their fucking pocket?
Ugh.
Imagine going to a professional show and the performers asking
It wasn't
for
professional.
the audience for the USB cables and thumb drives if they had extras.
All right, man. We're really glad that you guys came out to the Eric Church show. Before we go, anybody got a drum set? We need a drum set before we can get
What the fuck do
started.
they need thumb drives for?
What a fucking failure of a show. Patrick, I know you don't like me very much, but if you want me to run one of these for you, Jesus Christ, I'd almost do it out of pity at this point. This sounds fucking terrible.
If it were someone else, Melton would do an 8-hour stream on how dumb they were and how smart he was.
That's true.
I like this.
But Chad likes it. Chad approves.
Yeah.
I could do without your description of the fucking beer sales, but okay. It's fine.
Or the step-by-step from the moment you got off the fucking plane to when you open the cab door at the venue. Like,
Yeah.
Christ, dude.
Hi, Chad. Put on my blue suede shoes, and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy motioning down over me. Yeah, I got a first-class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Chad, I'm walking in Memphis.
So while this is going on, I go back to the bar, get another beer.
Jesus.
They're already out of Miller Lite.
Well, they only
And
had
another
a 12
beer
pack.
was only one option. If I had a ballpark how many people were there at this point, I'd be comfortable saying 60 to 80 people.
Ooh.
But it was also clear about 30 of those people were either part of Hackamania or they were with somebody else.
Oh, no. So you had maybe 50 people there the first night that were actually there to pay and watch your show. Oh, I bet you Melton took a bath on this thing. Well, he doesn't look like the kind to bathe very often, but metaphorically speaking.
The stand-up show starts. Absolutely terrible. Worst stand-up show I've ever seen. The room was dead silent.
Yikes.
The laughter is coming from 3 to 5 people who were clearly pity laughing and forcing it. It was so fucking cringe. While this was going on, I can't get past how fucking terrible the place smelled. You look around, and 40% of the audience is heavily obese dudes who were sweating the whole time.
Dude, you think that Melton has fans that aren't morbidly obese? His whole show is based on watching my show. You think anyone that likes a show that just watches another show has any self-discipline or self-respect? No. If you're a Nobody Likes Onions fan, you ain't taking care of yourself. You gave up on that a long time ago.
Funny how the Nobody Likes Onions fans smell like onions.
It is odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a marketing gimmick.
The garbage cans were full. There was trash spillage everywhere, cans everywhere. No one was cleaning anything up. It was a shit show. I know this is a long report, but I have plenty more.
Nah, you're fine.
So just a bunch of fat, not even a bunch of fat. There wasn't even that many people there.
No.
All the lazy fat fucks just trashed the place. Couldn't even get the shit in the cans. And when they did, their fat guts tipped it over.
Well, they couldn't make any announcements for people to clean up. They didn't have enough cords to get the mics going, apparently. Jesus Christ.
If you're interested, and I'm interested. So that's that. That's my review from an unbiased guy. Melton throw on a whole show, doesn't even do stand-up.
No. Well, in fairness, Patrick Melton's terrified to do stand-up. He's scarred. He doesn't want it videoed. He doesn't want people making fun of him, picking it apart.
Yep.
Patrick Melton really shouldn't, for his own mental health, be doing the kind of show he does.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's remarkably sensitive. He's terrible at confrontation. He won't go one-on-one with anybody. And he's failed as a stand-up comedian to the point where he will not do it live publicly anymore because he doesn't want anyone videoing it and sending it to Red Bar or one of us or anybody else because he's terrified of being made fun of.
Yeah.
It's the greatest goof of it's the goof of all time. The guy who all he wants to do is make fun of people, and he's not taken seriously by any of the people he makes fun of, me especially, cannot take criticism himself. Cannot be made fun of himself to the point where he's too scared to do stand-up comedy.
Most can't. Most guys like that can't.
I can. Just stop calling me a cuck all the time.
Just shows up to his podcast with no clips pulled, brings 5 people to the stage, and they just have a conversation. It's lazy. He put lanyards and balloons before the show.
I mean, dude, Chad does do a good job of shitting on Melton, that's for sure. Chad's owned him on his own show before. Chad does do, I will give Chad that. He does that pretty well. Ricada Law with $5 says, hey, Aaron, do you have any more women for me? This one is boring. Yikes. $1.99 from Rusty Grammar. He says, single Aaron, when can you take me to ice cream? Anytime. Jax with $2 says, that's why you have a DJ friend for your shows. Jax, are you doing the anniversary party, the karaoke afterwards and all that? That would be fucking fun. Steve C with $2 says, Aaron, Matt, you ever feel more not straight than normal? Matt, your thoughts?
I don't quite know how to take that.
That's what he's counting on.
Oh.
Copperhead with $2 over on Rumble says, here is to April's recovery. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Absolutely. I do believe in that. I hear people got pubic lice from Hackamania, says Vidam. No, nobody has sex at Hackamania. Even hookers went, I'm not, you know what, I'm not going to bother. Bigot on socialist media says Chad reading this email would still be more entertaining than Hackamania. You know what? That's a good point.
Factually true. That
That's a
checks
good
out.
point. Now, what happened here? Uh-oh.
What do you got?
Was there a problem with...
Got a communique?
My buddy sent me this this tweet from 5 a.m. on June 1st.
Oh.
Let's take a look. Thanks to everyone who made day one of Hackamania a success. Ooh.
That didn't sound like a success.
That's a small room, and I see a lot of empty chairs. Look at how small of a room
that
that
does not
is.
resemble other events I've been to.
Holy shit, you guys. Look at how tiny that room is. Jesus Christ, that is small. And there's at least 7 or 8 open chairs right in the front. I can see a couple more. Wow, they couldn't even fill that tiny fucking room.
How is the front row not full?
Do we have people waiting outside, like sitting outside and standing outside listening on the speakers at our fucking anniversary show at Stoney's? If we had a fan show in
packed wall to wall, standing only.
If we had a fan show in Las Vegas, Nevada, fuck. We are aware of the streaming issues and a lot will be rectified tomorrow. Tip: if it's telling you you're logged in somewhere else, it may be a computer or phone. You've got to give fucking tech support for people's phones to watch your goddamn show? Oh,
why
boy.
can't you take your shit you stream with and just set it up where you're at? Why does it have to be more complicated?
Oof, that does
Literally,
not...
we plugged in the computer I used to stream with, we plugged it in here, and you did a show with it. You can just take your computer, plug your shit in, hook up to the fucking internet, and do everything like normal.
That's rough, dude. That is... I almost don't even feel like making fun of it. That's so bad. Oh, my God. Well, everybody, 180 is our number for tonight. We got an hour left, so you got us to 180 at the halfway mark. Thank you very much. Throw in a bunch of money. That's what we'll do. Throw in a bunch of money. We'll knock out tonight's goal, and then one step closer to another perfect week. Another W for the toe. Steve C. with $5 says, Matt, this is for you.
Yeah.
It's very important because it's about me, so don't let me...
Okay.
Sway your answer.
I'm paying attention.
Steve C. with $5. Matt, does Aaron ever question his straightness? Does he ever ask you if he looks super not straight while you're looking up gagging? So while you're sucking on my penis, do I ever question my sexuality?
No. In fact, in that very moment, he tells me that is the most masculine he has ever felt.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You buy a guy one round of golf and he's loyal forever. That's how this shit
That's
works.
all it takes.
That's all it takes, boys and girls.
I'm cheap.
Click the PayPal, click the Venmo, throw in a bunch of money, and then at 9:25 tonight, we won't have to beg you for a bunch of scratch. 175 is tonight's number. We got to go through this Somali immigrant scandal.
Okay.
No, I don't like it when you say okay like that.
I'm excited.
I'm going to tell you why I don't like...
I love scandals.
I'm going to tell you why I don't like the way
Why? What?
you say okay.
What's wrong with it?
Because it's a Somali story.
Yeah.
And I'm worried you're going, quite frankly, remarkably racist.
No, but I like scandals.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
I'm just worried that maybe,
Uh-huh.
you might just get a little racist
Uh-huh.
on this one. You understand what I mean?
No, just a little scandalous.
You understand what
Scandalous.
I'm saying? Oh,
Jesus.
my goodness.
Good thing that wasn't on the screen.
Jesus Christ. That really does.
Wait.
Someone clipped a thing of me.
Uh-huh.
And then that's someone posted a photo of a woman topless.
Uh-huh.
It fucking does look just like April. The tits are a little too big. Oh my God, but that is like the... She doesn't have that jewelry, though.
Yeah.
She doesn't have that phone case. No, she would never have a leopard print phone case. That's the problem.
No?
No.
All right.
That is, but holy shit. That's close. The blonde hair. If I can zoom in on the belly button ring.
You're focusing hard.
Oh, no, those slippers aren't hers either. Those aren't her feet. There's a tattoo on the foot right there.
Oh, yeah.
No, not her.
Well, she ain't got her wound either. What?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one, too.
The wound. Her wound, Aaron.
Oh, boy.
She's been wounded.
That was fucking close. I was like, oh, no, that's the last thing she fucking needs right now. Trying to get away from the internet and all that shit. I was like, oh, no, how did somebody get that? Oh, man. St. Toe with 199 says, when are goals going down with not paying April? Well, April's bills have come off, and we're paying a shitload of people now to replace her. So we'll see where that gets in the next month or two here with what we end up using to replace her. I mean, Johnny obviously deserves more money. Matt deserves some cash. Gino and Keanu deserve some money. So we're gonna be trading one person for 4. So we'll see how that goes, my man. 175 is our number tonight. Thank you guys very much for your support. Juror in 250 million pandemic fraud case involving Somali immigrants was offered $120,000 to vote not guilty. How are you even able to get to a juror to make such an offer?
So with this story, does anybody really believe the Trump trial was legit? For fuck's sakes.
You think that somebody might have got to those jurors?
Yeah. I think the fact that there was an attorney on the jury to persuade people.
Well, and not only,
also very helpful.
Yeah, but wasn't the district that they had that thing in?
99% fucking Democrat as well. Yeah. Jury of his peers. Everyone who fucking hates him.
Right. Did you even have to rig the thing, though?
I don't know. None of it just... Whatever. Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack the Somali story. But let's get back to the Somalis.
But I don't think you really needed to hack the thing. Or bribe somebody in order to...
Right.
Get them to vote guilty on Trump. I feel like they already didn't like him very much.
Yeah.
But in this story, according to the affidavit from FBI Special Agent Travis Wilmer, a black woman, possibly Somali with an accent, wearing a long black dress, well, that narrows it down,
wow,
approached the juror's home around 8:50 p.m. Sunday. The juror's relative, whom Thompson identified in court as her father-in-law, answered the door.
Mm-hmm.
The woman gave him a white gift bag, according to Wilmer's affidavit, and said it was a present for the juror using the juror's first name.
Oh.
Thompson in the affidavit identified the juror as Juror 52. Her name has not been publicly disclosed. It's unclear how the woman learned the juror's name. The woman told the relative to tell Juror 52 to say not guilty tomorrow, and there would be more of that present tomorrow, the affidavit reads. After the woman left, the relative looked in the gift bag and saw it contained a substantial amount of cash.
Huh.
I have one question about this story.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about it as though it were me being involved in the story. Why the fuck do we even know about this? If this were me, I take that fucking bag, I put it in my bedroom, I go to court the next day and I go, I don't think they did it. And then you'll never hear about it again. I'll be done with the case. I'll be, I'll do my not guilty. I'll do what you asked me to do. You'll give me way more fucking money. And then you'll never and I'll spend that cash a little bit at a time. Just a little bit at a time, Maybe some trips, shit you can't really trade. It's like a car if you own a car.
Shit, you pay for the trip, but you bring the cash to pay for the shit on the trip.
Oh, see, now that's a good idea.
You can fucking go wild on a trip to Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
The fact that we even know about this story tells me that the person who got that money is a fucking retard.
Wait. Or there's the other option. They're
What's
a
that?
decent human being with morals.
gay. Fucking gay, bro. Honestly. So the Assistant U.S. Attorney Joseph Thompson responded, "This is completely beyond the pale." Well, yeah, they're all Somali. They're not
very not pale.
No. This is outrageous behavior. This is stuff that happens in mob movies. I mean, yeah, you show up with the bag. You make sure you vote not guilty.
And apparently in a $250 million Somali scandal.
Do you know, is this the one in Minnesota, by the way? Yeah, it is Minneapolis.
Oh.
This is the one where I don't know if you heard about how this happened, but basically a guy who owned a Somali grocery store would take people's food stamps and he would pretend to ring up items, but he would pay them cash for the food stamps and then he would sell the food stamps. He would turn the food stamps into the government.
Gotcha.
So basically, he would give people cash for the food stamps.
Yep.
But
what was he must have got a cut.
It would be like
right?
a 30% cut, and he would give them back to the government, and the government would reimburse him for the full 100% value of the food stamps. So he'd give out like 70%. He'd give out 70%. He'd get back 100.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little markup for him. I think that's what they're talking about.
Oh.
You know, when the government gives shit away to people for free, it's not like they ever abuse it.
And many do.
How dare you?
Many do.
How fucking dare you? Thank you guys very much. We got Vidam with $5 says Pat Jim joke. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh boy.
Patrick Melton Jim joke. I'm excited. $170 away from today's goal. Guys, go to our PayPal. Go to Streamlabs. There's the links in the chat. Click on those. Throw a bunch of money at us. Let's get that 170 knocked down. Matter of fact, nothing on PayPal tonight. It's all been Super Chats. So if you want to be the one to break that cherry, pop that cherry, if you will, I'm very excited for you to do that. All right, let's check out this.
He can't even make a joke about the gym. It's going to be about a guy named Jim.
These people are weird here, man. Then my credit card got declined. That's embarrassing. You know what that's like.
Must have sent you a black
this
man.
Is bullshit. I know I had at least $16 in my account. So I called up my bank and I was like, my credit card got declined. I'm super angry. This is super embarrassing. They're like, sir, we cut your credit card off as a security precaution to you because we noticed some unusual activity on your account. And I was like, what? And they're like, somebody stole your card and joined a gym.
Get it? Because he's a fat fuck.
Oh, get it? Because he's gigantic and the credit card company knows he's really fat. So he would never go to a gym on his own.
Yeah. But he couldn't even get it right. He's talking about his credit card and calling his bank.
Can't believe he didn't get up on stage at Hackamania and do a set.
Right?
I was like, no, I joined a gym. That's me. They're like, sure it is, Mr. Melton. We'll get you a new card. Don't worry about it. Do you have enough cash for Krispy Kreme to hold you over, fat ass? I did. I joined a gym. My friend took me down to the gym. He had one of those bring a friend and be missing.
So he used to be, before Patrick got beaten down by Red Bar and just turned into a husk, he used to be like a happy-go-lucky comedian. Like, hey, guys, I got some plucky jokes for you that I'll give him a try. Hey, I'm a fat guy who joined a gym. Am I right? So he had hope at one point. It's cute. It's adorable to watch Patrick Melton have hope and I'm going to take this comedy somewhere. And then 900 episodes of Red Bar later that focus on him being a fat piece of worthless dog shit. He's like, maybe I'll just turn on a microphone and tell other people that they suck. Fucking bullshit. But at one point,
what was done to me.
Yeah. They hurt people, and I'm going to throw a tantrum. So at one point, he had hope, and he actually wanted to try shit. And then one heckler got him to walk off stage crying and frustrated.
Visual passes, and it's a big ordeal. Give me your money and never go back. That's how I thought it worked. No, there's a big interview process. They ask you all these questions. What are you looking for in a gym? The exit? I don't know.
Get it? Because he's fat.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to exercise.
Right. So he's looking for the exit.
He's fat and hungry for that Krispy Kreme.
Because he's got to go get Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Because he's overweight, and that's what fat. Oh, fuck.
It's ridiculous, the question. When was the last time you were at your ideal weight? What is ideal? You know what I mean? Like birth? I don't know. I don't keep these kinds of stats. What?
We can tell.
Yeah, the answer is never. Just never.
When were you at your
one
ideal
word?
weight?
Never.
We already have established this is a fat joke, Patrick. Can we move on, please?
No.
To develop this bit further.
There's more fat jokes coming.
Oh, is he going to? Hey, guys, did you know your next comic's a big fat fuck? Get ready.
If you do join our gym, Mr. Melton, what do you think the machine you'll spend the most time on is?
Vending. Can I make a guess of his fucking terrible, hacky, fucking gay fat joke that he's going to do?
Yes.
Vending machine.
Fucking nailed it.
If he says vending machine, he should strap on a suicide vest and go to Fallujah. Honest to Christ, if he says vending machine, I will give him...
That's a big suicide vest. That's going to leave a mark.
Oh, my God. If he says vending machine, do what Nick Rekieta told me to do to myself when I stopped hanging out with his wife.
Do you have a smoothie machine?
Yeah, okay, so it's the variation on the vending machine. It's the smoothie machine. Because you see, he's fat.
Yes, and he needs to eat sweet stuff.
If you haven't gotten the first 19 fat jokes that he did, he's a big fat-titted porpoise.
Yeah, he ain't got the first 19. Don't worry. He's got 23 more.
Because I can spend all day on that bitch. I do 10 reps on that, hit the showers. I don't like the gym. There's all these unwritten rules at the gym they don't tell you about. Apparently one person per treadmill.
Good one.
Who knew, right? Ladies don't like it when you just hop on behind them. Start hitting them with your heavy bag. Yeah. My buddy's like, hey, the gym's a great place to meet women. No, it's a great place to get pepper sprayed. That's what the gym is. It is awful.
Wow.
He had, like, at one point in his life, he, like, wanted to give it an honest try. That's what I'll give him. Like, at one point, he wanted to give it an honest shot.
Yep.
It just never worked. Oof. And then, then that Red Bar took his soul. I don't get that. I don't get people who get all fucked up over Red Bar.
Just the internet in general.
Because like, Red Bar's made fun of me a bunch of times. I've never seen any of it. I don't really give a shit. That's what Red Bar does. Like, Red Bar doesn't like anything. No. So if Red Bar doesn't like anything and he shows you on a show, he's probably not going to like you either.
He's a fucking troll who hates everything.
Right. Fucking calm down. Dude, what if Red Bar makes fun of me? You're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to be fine. It's not going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Like, you don't have bigger fucking problems to worry about. Drew with 199 says, Aaron, what's your best stand-up clip? I don't know. Go fucking look for it. I don't film myself doing stand-up.
No, there's a reason for that.
Because you know what? It only went slightly better than Patrick did. Oh, Jesus. I still get up and perform unlike him. I'm not afraid and terrified that, somebody's going to say mean words to me about my stand-up.
Or allegedly there's an entire bar doing the Nazi salute.
I didn't make them. I told him it was optional. My buddy Donald with $5 says, I don't have $120K in a bag, but here's $5. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. 160 away from tonight's goal. By the way, if we knock that out, we do a half hour of overtime. We got 45 minutes left in tonight's program, and we're 160 away from breaking even for the day. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Red Fox Mad, for the $4.99. Says Pat Tiger joke. Honestly, I don't think I can take another one. It's so fucking bad. We'll watch that joke and Killdozer if we hit the goal. Oh. I mean, I will give him credit for this. He's self-aware enough to know that he fucking stinks at comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, that counts for something. It's got to. Right? He realized he's fucking garbage.
Or you got to give Red Bar credit for that.
Or maybe Red Bar for recognizing it. Yeah. Maybe that's the case. Adam with $5 over on PayPal says, Cherry popped. Thank you very much. Everybody else keep popping that PayPal cherry. We're 155 away from tonight's goal, which is very good.
It just becomes sloppy seconds at that point, Aaron. It's not popping it again.
Oh, yeah, I guess not. I guess not. All right, we got plenty.
Disco.
We got lots going on today. By the way, Monday. Oh, people want to see you, bud. Come here. Come here, Gordy. People are worried that I killed you.
No, Gordy's here. He just doesn't like me.
Yeah. Gordy doesn't like Matt. Hey, buddy.
I don't know why.
Just a good boy. Oh, Gordy's alive. Oh, Gordy's alive. Are you happy, buddy? You've gotten fatter.
Yeah.
You've gotten,
there we go.
Yes, you've gained a little weight because you've been eating properly, because you haven't been taking on the bad habits of the people you've been hanging out with. And you've been gaining some weight. I am so happy that there is no more of that white powder that makes me run real fast around the other people's houses. Hey, buddy. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Give them all of your money or else. All right, put your cock away. Don't put your,
You're getting them all riled up.
We got to put your dick away, buddy. You just got to put your dick away. You put your dick away, Gord. Oh, boy. Oh, look, he's jumping up on you now. It's a goddamn Gordy show today. Oh, you know what? People have been, speaking of the Ricada stuff, I'll throw a little more Ricada red meat out there to people since they like that stuff so much. I've been wondering about something. People have been asking about, like they talked about what happened during the search warrant and during the search of the house and everything else. They were saying something like, the Ricada family has a dog.
Oh.
And there's no mention of the dog in the search warrant. Like, what happened to the fucking dog?
Is that your dog?
Bro, I'm sitting here worried because that dog, their dog, Sonny.
Oh, yeah.
They had a little pug named Sonny.
Uh-oh.
That was Gordy's buddy.
Yeah.
And there was no mention of the dog in the search warrant. And the dog lived in the bathroom. They never potty trained the dog. They'd never housebroken the dog. So they'd put puppy pads down in the bathroom, the same bathroom where the drugs would be, where they found the drugs, and that's where they would do them. So, like, sometimes I'd walk in there and there'd be like dog shit on the floor. And they're doing, people are doing cocaine. And it's just like, guys, this is fucking disgusting. Come on.
It's a $900,000 home.
Can we not have the dog shitting on the bathroom floor?
Jesus Christ. Take care of your shit.
That really did annoy the piss out of me. But I didn't hear about Sonny in the police report.
Yeah.
So now I'm worried that poor Sonny might, another one bites the dust. People have been talking about, like, is Gordy okay? Is Gordy okay? Gordy's fucking fine.
Sonny picked up the habit, too. Someone dropped a bag.
Don't think I haven't worried about it. Poor Sonny. No.
And then down he went.
I hope Sonny's okay. I like Sonny. He was a good boy. He was like Gordy. He was a good boy. They liked each other. They had to. They had to cling on to something, you know?
Uh-huh.
But anyway.
So Gordy just had to go get locked in the bathroom with the shit dog?
Sometimes. And then other times, we keep him out in his little bed. It was, it's just I'm just living a better life.
It fucking sounds like it.
I'm just living a better life.
I don't mean this as an insult, Aaron, but your life in this house, which is a fine house, but it's not a fucking $900,000 home.
What?
Your life is better here.
It's nice.
Than the living conditions there.
It's nice and clean. I got to vacuum tomorrow. I got to sweep the floor. I got a Swiffer.
Yeah.
And I got to fold some laundry upstairs. That's nice. And I got to mow the lawn tomorrow.
But that's like insane.
But the thing is, it takes fucking work to keep up a house. Yeah. But like also, none of us have a real job.
I say none of them fucking worked.
You can keep up a fucking house for God's sake.
Apparently the nanny was living there.
Not a real good resume you've built up in the child care field.
No.
What happened when you were a nanny last? Fucking kids got taken away because they found an ounce of coke. That's not usually good if you're the live-in nanny. You remember that Brady Bunch episode where Alice found crack in the bathroom and she was just like, oh, well, what do you do?
Right.
Hum diddly drum. Continue on. Remember when Alice was hitting the copper pipe with Mr. and Mrs. Brady?
Can't say I do.
Yeah. No, and the fucking police, the DEA hit the place. And they kicked all the Brady Bunch kids out, all 6 of them.
Never saw it.
Carol Brady and Mike Brady all went to jail. And then Alice got her charges dropped, but who knows if she's actually out of the woods yet? Nobody does, The Chugi Show Live with 199 says they also used to have like 2 cats. They got 3 cats, but they're outdoor cats. So
okay.
And
They
fuck
fend-
them.
they
I don't
fend for themselves.
Yeah, and fuck them. I don't care if they're alive or not. I don't give a shit if the cats are alive. I just care about poor Sonny. I wanted to hear about him. If that body cam comes out and I see Sonny, I'll be a happy camper.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't really give a fuck.
Right.
You know what makes me a happy camper? Waking up in my bed and going, oh, thank God. All right. That's nice. That's good. And I look over at the other side of my bed and I go, fucking cunt. No, I'm kidding. I'm telling jokes. The jokes are what helps the process of the.
Already hate the new one that bad, huh?
No, when she's not there. When she's not there. I might have to go bed shopping. You got to have a new bed, to sleep on.
I get it.
Can't let someone. I mean, I've cleaned everything. I've washed all the bedding and everything.
Not even
since
just
then.
wash the bedding. Get yourself some nice new bedding.
I did,
Okay.
and I washed it. It's good.
Yeah, so why do you need a new mattress?
All right, well, fucking talk to him.
I mean, if it's a nice mattress, don't go buy a new one. If you spent like $4,500 on a memory foam mattress, don't go buy a new one over that.
It's a nice
shit.
mattress.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. All right, guys, we are about $150, 150 away from tonight's goal. Please chip in. We got about 35 minutes to try and knock it out.
Yeah.
Shootings, robberies, and criminal essays are up in Chicago's 48th Ward. But don't worry, because Alderwoman Leanie Mana Hoppenworth has a solution. She's a white lady who's going to solve all the problems in a black crime-ridden ward of Chicago.
Leanie Mana?
Hey, don't worry, black people. There's a white lady on the case. And you know what she's going to do to fix your guys' crime problem? Black folks? She's going to stop telling other people that you're committing crime.
I mean, that sounds legit. If they're
See?
not, if nobody tells anyone they're committing crime, is there really crime committed?
Right, exactly. So like when an 8-year-old catches a stray bullet through the temple, but nobody ever reports it to anyone, is there a dead kid? Now, most people would argue, holy fuck, yes, we need to report that. But you guys aren't Leanie Mana Hoppenworth. Crime might be perceived as racist, and as an anti-racist, Leanie just can't be sending out her regular crime updates on social media anymore, lest someone assume she's a racist herself.
Crime is not racist. How is crime racist? How are people this fucking mentally ill?
How is crime racist?
Yeah.
Black people commit a shit ton of it.
That doesn't
It's
make
my
it...
show. It's a joke. It's my show.
But that
Matt
legit
doesn't laugh at that joke because he agrees with the statement.
That legit doesn't make it racist.
No, it just that's the funniest part to me of like Democrats and like democratic racism is they do shit like they're like, you know what we'll do? We just won't report the crime numbers by race. It's like, well, why not? Well, because it's really racist to do that. They're like, why? Because black people are committing an inordinate amount of it. It's like, well, come on. You're the only person saying we should stop reporting it because it says that. You kind of sound like the racist. The rest of us just say, hey, one race has to come out on top of everyone else when it comes to crime. Let's report it and let the chips fall where they may.
I mean, they got to win at something.
What, basketball and football weren't enough? Jesus.
They need a negative, too.
Well, at any rate, I don't think this is a good idea.
No.
But according to Leanie, she decided to ditch her regular crime updates due to feedback from our neighbors and commitment to our values of empowerment, anti-racism, and community.
Were any of them actually black? Because I'm assuming anybody who lives in that community wants the crime reported, and they want the police there to stop the shit from fucking happening. They don't want their 8-year-old catching a stray fucking bullet.
Well, and here's the problem, is that if you have a neighborhood where there's a high rate of black people committing crimes, you're probably living in a neighborhood where there's a high percentage of black people being the victim of crimes.
Exactly.
You should probably want to help those. Like, if you're anti-racist, you should probably want to help the black people who are victims of crime.
No. In order to be not racist, you need to abandon the minority victims of crimes.
Well, since crime is up in Chicago, Leanie informs us that over-reporting of crime leads to an inaccurate public perception about crime rates and also negatively impacts our most marginalized and underserved neighbors. So
No.
she's not talking about Asian people.
No.
She's probably not even talking about Latinos.
No.
She's talking about one group of people, and she's saying, well, if we report the numbers, then it's going to look bad for all of our black neighbors. It's like, well,
Oh, the blacks.
Yeah,
See, I
well-
thought it was the Scottish immigrants.
no, the Scottish immigrants, look, they were unruly for a
The
while,
Irish.
but they really
Is
seem
the
to-
Irish, they have an alcohol problem.
they've still got, a ways to go. But, then again, if you don't count them as people.
Oh, we're back to the
What do you-
blacks now.
No, the Irish.
Oh.
Thank you very much to Copperhead with $5 over on Rumble. He says, hope this $5 helps buy a new bed. I do too, buddy. We are an even $150 away from tonight's goal. Guys, be generous. Go click that PayPal link in the chat. Go click that Venmo or that Streamlabs link and go ahead and help us knock out that last 150. We have a half hour to do it. Half hour to knock out $150, and we hope you're there for us. Appreciate it. So in English, crimes are committed by minorities, and if we report on crime, we're technically being racist, according to this woman.
Yes.
I mean, why not just report the number, let the chips fall where they may? How about you might be a little bit of a problem if you keep putting your finger on the numbers and going, black. Oh, shit, that's a lot of black people. Okay, what do we... Like, how about we just report the crime, report who's doing it, we get an accurate portrait of how the crime's being committed, so that way we can direct police resources into particular areas and neighborhoods where the crime might be crime might be the most, and maybe we can help some of the people living in that area.
No, you won't want to do that.
Or as Will Sasso says, or don't. And it looks like Chicago's gone with the or don't
Yeah. Or don't.
rationale.
No, let's not.
About 500 of you watching the show right now.
Ooh.
Thank you very, very much for your support and generosity. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that Streamlabs and PayPal and throw us a bunch of money, and let's knock out that last 150 and do overtime. EOD says, fuck you, Aaron. I've struggled for 2 whole fucking years, and I've never got some great controversy to exploit. You know what? I tell you what, EOD, I'm so fucking lucky. All it cost me was my entire life, my future, the love of my life, my sanity, my innocence.
You didn't have innocence.
I didn't have innocence. No, I was a piece of shit in my first marriage. It only cost me my wife's sobriety. It cost felony charges to 2 people, maybe 3, that I considered friends.
Yeah.
One of them, dare I say, I fell in love with. Not Nick. One of which we told each other we loved each other. So it really only cost me my wife, my sanity,
Yes.
a friendship,
Uh-huh.
another love.
Uh-huh. That's
and
a weird love, though. You can't.
It's weird love, but I mean, we said it. That's the thing. I'm going back to the time. I'm not
Okay.
going to now.
All right.
I'm going back to the time. I'm saying at the time, those are the things I lost.
Uh-huh.
MSO says total $3.
Yeah.
But like,
you didn't lose your future, though. You said future. Well, you
I
didn't
meant my
lose your
wife. My wife and I were going to be together
Oh,
forever.
Okay, that
you know.
future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lost her to,
Yep.
they gave her drugs, and it didn't take for me. It took for her.
Mm.
You know, they got arrested with it. It's fucking brutal. Sucks, man.
Mm.
Bathtub Mary says Aaron is not at all in touch with any of what he talks about. Uh-oh. Go off about your love. Get some spine. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It cost me my wife and my mistress, says Tim Dransky. I mean, that's fair, right? I mean, that is what it cost me.
That is.
Now poor Nick, if April's still living there, now poor Nick has to live under the same roof with his wife and his mistress. Ooh. I do not envy you. Like, before he had me to distract whichever one, whichever one we weren't using, the other one could distract.
Right.
Oh, no. Well, first of all, I was gone for 6 or 7 weeks, and he was living under the same roof, allegedly, with his mistress and his wife, and it does not sound like it was going very well.
No, see, that's what I was confused about. So you were gone. They could finally party like they wanted to, yet it was constant drama and chaos from one episode of chaos to the next.
It fell the fuck apart hard.
What? Nobody has to fucking work. They don't have jobs. They can
Right.
just sit around, do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, do you
Where's the drama?
You understand that, like, their idea of, like, a busy fucking day is like we had to drive our kids around. You understand there's people with full-time jobs who do that all day, too.
Yeah.
Like, the driving kids around is just the shit they do. That's just the shit they do outside of their full-time job. So I'm fascinated by it. I'm absolutely fascinated by it.
Yeah.
And then I leave, and, you know, you got to live under a roof with your wife and your mistress.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys all get busted. And who the fuck knows if they're still living that way? If they're still living that way, then God save them, because nobody else can.
Right.
That's fucking bananas. Meanwhile, I'm just hanging out with a nice lady who's just a godsend and a beautiful girl. And just, I hope she comes over tonight.
There's a sign behind you, Aaron.
Shut up, Aaron. Shut the fuck up. She really is just a fucking...
Shut up, Aaron.
Like a shining
Shut
light.
up.
Like saves,
Shut up.
Saves
Shut
your
it.
soul, you know?
Shut.
Forgives you when you
Shut
can't
up.
forgive
Shut
yourself.
Shut the fuck up. Just stop.
That's all.
Shut.
Somebody get me that goddamn Sonachu medallion. I'm going to break that curse. Kiki's Disco Wedding with $2 says, bring back Savage Thoughts. Classic bit. Hey, Jackass.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have a bit called Hey Jackass?
Every week we checked in on Chicago on heyjackass.com.
Oh, heyjackass.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nano Nomad says, Matt is absolutely enthralled hearing about this for the 63rd time. In fairness,
I'm entertained.
In fairness, I do make it funny.
I am having fun.
I'm the Teflon cuck. Can't kill me. Nothing sticks to me.
Not even cum.
Who's Nick's other woman? There's a video on NatClo20. What? Nick has another lady? Boy, for a big fucking drunk, coke-addled dork, he sure can pull some bitches, huh? Camelot sitting there talking about...
No, because he can feed them drugs.
That's a good point. Like, Camelot was on his stream saying, oh, yeah, Nick's told me about how he's been with lots of hookers and shit. And you're like, what? What the fuck? Well, hookers, I guess you pay them. So that, yeah. That doesn't matter. Yeah. Aaron has a new babe already. Wow, you can't stop the steel toe. You can't.
Shut up.
I don't know why these women wear these T-shirts that say, I want to fuck the cuck. I don't understand why. I don't get it. Brian says, Aaron, did Ape ever put on the Sonachu medallion? Maybe she did. That would explain a lot. Bone Cold Fleas Austin says, hey, Steel Toe destroyed Ricada Law Tube. Oh. And still, that might be my biggest takedown to date. And I didn't even have to technically fucking do it. All I did was say, hey, I'm not going to be with, I can't be with your wife anymore. You know, God bless her, but this is just too weird of a fucking situation. I got to ski-daddle. Fuck you, you motherfucker. Gluck, 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 gluck.
How was he sober when they pulled him over?
Luck of the Irish, I guess.
I guess so.
Dumb Polak luck. Island Cara says, Nick buys friends, why not ladies? That was one of the saddest things I ever heard him say. It's like, I just feel like I have to buy friends. And then I got to know him, and I'm like, oh, I get it now. Now I understand why I have to buy friends.
Just be a human.
Yeah, you're just kind of an asshole. You're fucking unlikable. That's why you have to buy friends. Oh, man. EOD says, I miss old Steel Toe. How is this not old Steel Toe?
No, I'm saying he...
Oh, let's forget this garbage. Oh, he doesn't like this stuff.
Oh.
I'm just telling some jokes. That's all. Let's go to Mr. Approachable's clip that he has for us tonight. Mr. Approachable with $5 says, depending on what your ring is made out of, you can give it to me. I'll put it in my forge and make it into something like a tiny spoon or something. You're not making my wedding ring into a fucking Coke bump spoon. No. I fucking forbid it. Thank you very much. Oh. I'm just looking at comments I can't read. King of all Yetis. It changed a lot in 6 or 7 weeks. That's all I can say. All right. That's the end of that clip. Yeah, let's not turn my wedding ring into a Coke spoon.
I don't think that's quite appropriate.
Well, I guess unless we mail it to Spicer.
Guess what this is made out of? That'll be the note with it.
Mr. Me with $5 says, I want more drunk Nick impressions. Well, I mean, much like Nick's streams, they're pretty nonverbal. So there's going to be a lot of act outs with those. Guys, we've only got 20 minutes to knock out that last $145. If you feel like throwing us a few dollars, all the links are pinned to the top of the chat. We really would appreciate it. We got a perfect week going so far. Let's see if we can keep it up. Let's talk about this Call of Duty thing, because Matt will get mad at this too. Call of Duty apparently has new downloadable content, including a Pride bundle, where you can get trans flags, trans bullets, where the bullets are trans flag colored, and
The fucking bullet?
Yeah, and trans flag guns. So I was thinking about this, and I was like, this is a classic sign of like a corporation going way too far in its virtue signaling.
Because anyone who plays this doesn't care.
Well, not only that, but think about it. Now you can fucking go on a murderous rampage, but you can have a trans flag with you while you do it. Like, you could go be a total asshole and mow down a bunch of people, and you're like, yeah, fucking trans flag at my back. Like, you can. I don't know if they really thought that one through.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Equal rights, right?
Packer says, man, I remember on numerous shows you saying Lady Rackets didn't care for you at all. Yeah, almost like I was kind of protecting the whole relationship thing and lying and keeping up a facade. I also said nobody was doing drugs, we weren't swinging, and April was in the house. So, I mean...
Yeah, you didn't do a good job throwing everybody off the trail there when you're talking about all the laundry you're doing and house cleaning you're doing. Oh, April's here. I did laundry today. I vacuumed. I did the dishes. I mowed the lawn. April's here. Yeah. No, she's right upstairs.
I'm just kidding. April's not here, guys. She's fucking somebody else. That's
You just gotta learn how to keep it more consistent, Aaron.
Oh, Aaron, you must feel
consistent.
You must feel really sad that she's off fucking someone else. Who would that someone else be? I'm all right. I'm all right.
You'll get through it, buddy.
Yeah, I think, you know what, guys?
You'll get through it.
I think I'm going to make it. You know, someday, you ever have an ex, and then you see who they end up with, and you go,
yeah, I'll be fine.
I skated.
Uh-huh.
The woman you're, well, I had it.
You ever have an ex that ended up with nobody, and you're like, I skated.
You ever have an ex get picked up with a fucking felon drug and booze addict, and you go, you know what? Life could be worse.
Okay, you got me. You win.
And you know what the bitch of it is? He's not even hers. He belongs to somebody else. So she's just got to be like the side piece in waiting. Oof. That's got to be rough. Oh, that's too bad. Well, you know, best of luck to everybody involved. Best of luck to everybody involved. So Call of Duty, and by the way, I have no idea where she is. I hope she's in Litchfield. I hope she's healing and recovering and getting better and rebuilding her life.
Yes.
I hope she's not, I hope she's not trying to suck money off of someone who's facing 25 years right now. I really hope that's not the case, because
well, I mean, get that money before the fines come in.
It's true, because I would have to say
there's that other case pending also. I mean,
I'd have to say you'd have to be the biggest fucking retard alive to do that, and I don't think that's someone I would ever fall in love with. Critics have suggested that Activision Blizzard may want to reconsider, given the recent mass shootings executed by LGBTQ radicals. There have been multiple mass shootings executed, attempted, or at the very least planned by LGBT radicals in recent years. You had the Maryland one, the Texas one. I think there was Colorado. There was one. There's been a bunch of them. Trans-identifying suspects share of mass public shootings nationwide over the 2018 to 2023 period is reportedly well over 7 times their share of the population. Fuck.
Now, see, this is discrimination.
Why?
So this video game company is allowed to inspire straight white males into performing mass shootings.
Yeah.
But they can't inspire the trans community to do it?
You're saying this
What's
should
wrong
be,
with that?
You're saying this should be allowed and
It
it
should be
fine.
allowed. If you can inspire one group, you should be able to inspire the other one.
So you're saying let
Equal
them,
rights for everyone.
You're
Fuck
saying
it.
let them have their trans flags. You're for this.
Yeah, why not?
Let them just fucking, if trans people want to shoot up an
Maybe
airport.
don't worry about the silly fucking video game and start addressing the mental illness issues behind every fucking mass shooter.
What mental illness
trans
issues?
or not.
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, no, they're not all on fucking meds, no.
Oh, okay.
They're not just, so many of them. Like, yeah, they have their place. I get that. I've taken them. I understand it. But Christ, like, people take multiples, like 4 or 5 different pills, like, multiple times a day.
Yeah.
That can't be good for your brain.
No, probably not. It's probably a negative.
Like,
net.
well monitored and well, like, taken care of. Like, yeah, you can be on a good path. When you have a doctor just throwing pills at somebody going, I just don't know how I feel. I have anxiety. Okay.
You know, we have to have a national discussion on anxiety. Anxiety is fine.
It sucks to deal with.
Like, you gotta
Get
learn,
it.
but you gotta
And-
learn how to fucking handle that shit. Like, just because you go like that, you get anxious and you go, oh,
That's not anxiety,
Sorry, that's
Aaron.
drunken coke. I apologize. Maybe a little Molly mixed in. I don't know.
There's
But just because you get anxious and you lock up, like, obviously I'm not a doctor or a scientist or anything like that. But
really,
yeah, it didn't get through my University of American Samoa doctorate. I didn't make it.
all right. Sorry to hear that.
But, like, isn't there a way you can deal with anxiety through, like, therapy and exercise
That's
and
part
natural
of it.
methods?
See, that comes
because
that's the difference in the people who struggle with this stuff, the ones who actually try to better themselves, and the ones that use it as a fucking excuse. That's the difference in this situation here.
yeah, because I feel like a lot of those anxiety meds, like, they make people kind of zombie-ish.
Oh, they fuck with your head, dude.
Right. Like,
I've had a bad bout with them.
I'd like to see us maybe try to avoid using those if we can,
and
at all costs.
my deal I had, like, I slipped up on getting the medication refilled. So I ran out. I'm like, well, fuck, I'm out. I'm like, I'm not going to have time. Okay, whatever. So I started taking every other day so I'd still have some. Nope, completely fucked up my brain.
Really?
Dude, yeah. Threw off my whole fucking train of thought, everything. Like, it was wild.
Wow.
First thing I did, I got it refilled because I'm like, okay, this shit fucks you up. And you have to go off it a certain way. You can't just go cold turkey because it'll fuck you up. So I had to get back on it, let everything calm down, and then spend the 6 weeks, like, going down off it.
Fuck.
That's not something to fuck around with. If you need it and it works, great. There's other stuff you have to do along with it to help make yourself better.
It does feel like we're
But you
over-prescribing the
There are
psych
people,
meds.
yeah, there are people that just use their anxiety or their other shit as an excuse, and then they just down pills, and they don't actually try to work on themselves.
Damn.
I'm not talking about anybody I've ever known in my personal life ever.
Right.
No.
How's your second divorce going? Unrelated to anything you've been talking about.
Well, it's all done now.
That's good. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I think that I'm still waiting for the fucking house to come off my credit report. It's out of my name at the bank.
Mr. Me with $5 says, how much do you think it would cost April to pay? How much do you think it would cost to pay April to allow the body cam to come out? Guys, you keep asking me questions about April like I know this fucking person.
right.
I'm going to tell you this. I haven't known, like, the April I knew, I don't know anymore. Like, I haven't talked to that April probably since before Easter, I would say. Probably since January or February. I haven't talked to the April that I was familiar with. So, I don't know. You guys, like, you asking me about April today, you got to remember I haven't seen her in like 2 months, maybe more.
Yeah.
The April you're asking me about today, you might as well ask about a stranger on the street because I have no fucking idea, to be quite honest with you. I have no idea what she would do or what she would say or anything like that. I haven't spoken to her in months. I haven't seen her in months. The last time I texted with her, I told her that we have to talk through my lawyer because I can't stand the fucking gaslighting and the crazy shit that she says. So I don't know. I don't recognize the person that I've ever talked to in the last 6, 7, 8 weeks or whatever it was. Yeah. So I don't know. As far as the body cam thing goes, Josh over at Kiwi Farms is working on it. That's kind of the next thing we're all waiting for. Yeah. We are $140 away from tonight's goal. If you are in the chat and you want to throw us a bunch of money, please do, because we have 10 minutes left before we are an abject failure.
Throw us some dollars
in tonight's show. Now, we've been doing all right lately on this program, so I'm not going to cry poverty or anything like that. But we miss one of those goals, no big deal. We start missing them consistently. The show does get to trouble. We've never been a show that particularly makes a shitload of money. We just got to knock out our goals, every day, and then we can keep this fucking hustle going. A bar in Idaho is reportedly offering and by the way, we got Killdozer coverage in overtime. Yeah. If we do that, we'll do some Killdozer stuff. So I say go into that PayPal. They don't take 30%. Click that PayPal link pinned to the top of the page. Throw in an ungodly amount of money, and let's keep this show moving.
There's something else for overtime, too. What was it?
I remember. I'm definitely getting you Killdozer.
Killdozer, and there's something else that popped. Someone will remember.
A bar in Idaho is reportedly offering free beers for straight men as part of a jab against LGBTQ plus Pride Month. Fuck that, dude. If I'm gay, I'm going in there and pretending I'm straight and getting free beer. You can make that work for the gay community. The only problem is it's the gay community in Iowa, or Idaho, I'm sorry. I don't know how, vast it is.
True.
The Old State Saloon Bar in Eagle, Idaho, announced that it would be giving straight cisgender men free beers every Monday of June. Oh, good. Let's encourage alcoholism amongst the married men in this country. That's very good.
And on a weeknight, too.
Yeah. Also, domestic abuse spiking on Mondays in June in Idaho. Part of Heterosexual Awesomeness Month. It's a promotion that just so happens to coincide with Pride Month in the U.S.
Just happens.
This is like Idaho's Raleigh's.
Yeah.
Basically. The bar, which hosts a conspiracy theory trivia night, that would be fun. That would be a great time. Every answer is just the Jews. Just keep hitting the same thing.
You think Alex Jones has been here?
Yeah, they probably got his picture up on the wall.
The only one to fucking win the entire trivia night. Like, no questions wrong.
The bar, which hosts a conspiracy trivia night and a Christian singles mingle event. Ooh, Christian girls. They like it in the shitter.
Boy.
Announced the promotion in a post on Facebook in which it wrote that without heterosexual men, none of us would be here. Oh, fair. We play our part. Each Monday will be Hetero Male Monday, and any heterosexual male dressed like a heterosexual male will receive a free draft beer, it writes. The offer does not appear to be available for heterosexual women. However, a heterosexual couples day promotion is offered on each Wednesday of June,
there you go.
in which each heterosexual couple would receive a 15% discount.
Well, there's already fucking ladies' nights everywhere, so fuck that. Yeah, women don't need to be included on that.
Ladies' nights are for us, though.
Yeah, but they get free drinks.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So that they'll go to the bars, so that we'll follow them there and then try to fuck them.
But the thing is, guys go to bars anyways.
That's true.
So they do that to get the ladies there. This is just a jab at everyone's still getting their free drink. That's what I'm saying. And you can't include women in this anyways because everybody knows with enough booze, women are lesbians.
So you're saying if you include them in the hetero thing, that they're just going to fuck it up and start clam slapping each other?
I mean, like, the lighter stuff, the Cinemax kind of lesbian, at least.
Okay, so maybe, a little over
softcore.
Over the clothes petting.
Like kissing.
Okay.
You give women beer for straight Pride Month, and they start making out. That doesn't work.
Yeah, all of a sudden rainbow
hypocrisy.
flags. Rainbow flags everywhere. I hear you. Yeah. St. Joe with $1.99 says, put this toward the company truck payment. # same goal. There's no truck. There's no truck anymore, buddy. Sorry. Your jokes are outdated. You're going to have to work on them. We are $140 away, and we've got 8 minutes until we're done. So we got about 3 minutes until we rattle the cans and see if we can squeeze a few bucks out of you guys and keep our show going and not miss our goal by a fuck ton of money tonight. I feel like it's been a fun show. The numbers have been strong. We've all had a great time. So if you want to take a few minutes and just throw a couple of bucks in, it sure would be nice of you. It's the only way this show stays on the air. So, there's the links in the chat. Throw us a couple of bucks. It won't hurt you. And let's knock out this 140. There's a new female president of Mexico. She just won the election. And
really?
Yeah.
That woke down there?
Oh, she's going to be great.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She's Claudia Sheinbaum, a liberal scientist, a self-proclaimed feminist, and a champion for the LGBT community. Because if there's anything that Mexico needs right now with the litany of people getting their fucking heads cut off, their balls cut off and shoved in their mouth by the drug cartels, it's someone who's not going to be going so tough on these goddamn LGBTQ people.
I thought Mexicans were like hardcore family values, like Catholic type of religion shit.
They are pretty conservative, which is it's surprising.
Yeah.
That this ended up this way. Oh, oh my God. Steinbaum believes the government is responsible for addressing economic inequality, and providing a sturdy social safety net. Okay, that's great. But first you need to work on the people running around with automatic weapons murdering people. That would be nice. 37 candidates were assassinated this election season with a total of 828 non-lethal attacks. Dude, Mexico is fucked. 37 of their presidential candidates got killed. Because she probably sucked the cartel's dick and told them she'll let them operate with impunity.
Well, clearly, she's, not a threat to the cartel.
Yeah.
All those 37 candidates were all ones going, we're getting rid of the cartel.
Yeah.
Gone.
Those 37
gone.
people are dead for a reason.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little Mexicans. Taking them off one by one.
Yeah. If you were a candidate and you're like, you know what we need to do? We need to get these goddamn cartels under control. You were gone. And then that happened 37 fucking times. And then finally some women went, I'm going to be really nice to trans people. And the cartel went, that's what I fucking thought.
Uh-huh.
And that was the end of that. Oh, my God. Well, guys, I tell you what, Barry Watson's very happy that the goal is still there. We got a lot of people who watch this show. They hate my guts. They hate fucking Steel Toe. They hate this program.
They should. I mean, we suck. Fuck us.
They might be very happy tonight because right now we are 140 away from tonight's goal. And if we don't knock that out, we're done in 5 minutes. We're fucking toast. We do some overtime tonight if we knock out the rest of that 140. Mr. Me upgrading his membership to a Steel Toe Bro. Thank you very much,
that
buddy.
guy only hates me.
Mr.
Barry.
Me hates you?
No, Barry Walt.
Oh, he says
Barry
I only.
Watson.
Okay,
I
he only hates Matt. Well, then if you guys only hate Matt and you love me, click on the Streamlabs and the PayPal, and then fucking give us money, and then we'll knock out the 140, and we won't fall short. We got twice the audience we ever have before. We're doing fucking great. Now's not the time to be stingy, boys and girls. We got 5 minutes left. We got to make $140. We've gone on runs like that before. But you guys got to hit that PayPal and that Venmo and all that shit, and you got to start pumping in some decent coin in there. Otherwise, we got to shut this thing down. Blank gifting 5 memberships. Ooh. Thank you very much, buddy. He's going to start the rally and get us down to 130 this evening. Thank you, Blank. Everybody do what Blank did, and let's knock this thing out. They're telling me to beg harder. I can't beg any harder than this. We're going to be done in about 4 minutes, or we're going to do some overtime for you, my friends. Either one, 130 away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Venmo, all of it works. Send your Coke money to Steel Toe. I just want to see you guys get better. That's all. Internet person says, Matt, what was your first reaction when you heard about the polycule?
Yeah, was not shocked.
Oh. Well, guys, there you go.
I told you. Ooh, I noticed things from the fucking beginning.
He knew.
Oh, yeah.
$10 from Diane Poo says, correct your Nick impression. He bit his finger. So gross. That's not a nice finger either. 120 away from tonight's goal. Uh-oh, we're making a move.
Ooh.
We are making a move. Let's see what we've got now.
Oh,
we've got,
nice.
oh my goodness, Michael with $20. Von Kaiser with $5 says Matt hatred money. And Neil with $20. Oh my goodness.
Send your hate Matt money.
What a late rally for the hate Matt money. Oh, my God. $80 away with that nice little $40 run we just went on. $80 away. Go ahead, knock it down. Not very much left to go. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, etc. Only 80 away. Can we keep her going? We've got 2.5 minutes to go. Oh, my goodness, we got another one. You should probably shut up, but the occasional well-timed crack at Nick over that stream is chef's kiss entertainment.
Nah.
Also, Olin, emphasis on the Lin, not pronounced Olin. Don't let the haters dull your sparkles. Thank you for the $30. That's from Olin. Thank you very much, buddy. $50 away. Let's knock out the rest of it. This rally is going very, very well. Thank you, guys. Mitch says, Aaron, you have to stretch for a bit to hit the goal. Tell Matt to stop drinking Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, otherwise I drink whiskey, and I can't do that every night.
2 minutes away.
I can't just pound whiskeys for hours.
2 minutes away and just $50 to go. Who's going to throw in the next little round of tithings to Steel Toe to see if we can knock this thing out and do some overtime for you tonight? Just $50 away. St. Toe, boy, haters really hate this one. They go, oh, wow, an anonymous dono on PayPal.
How anonymous was that?
I mean, they're never anonymous, but I'm really sorry about that, St. Toe. I'm sorry that bothers you. But don't worry, buddy. We're still $50 away. We have to get within $50 to even do overtime on credit. So if we don't get anything else, we're still done in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Oh.
So 1 minute and 10 seconds away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Venmo, all of it. If we knock it out, we do overtime. If not, we call it a night.
Mm-hmm.
No big deal. Aaron should be the concession guy that wanders the aisles at baseball games. I am good at it, am I not?
I'd say.
Pretty good at it. Mr. Me with $5 says, I'd send money via PayPal, but I'm remarkably lazy. Well, there we go. $45 away. Everybody dig deep, chip in a little bit. We're going to knock out that $45 and call it a win for the evening. 20 seconds left to go. We'll knock out that. We'll check in about 15 minutes, and we'll tap you for the other 45, unless you want to hit it while we're doing Killdozer shit on tonight's show. And we have a squatter family.
And I was insulted.
Why?
I was told that I can't drink like Recollections.
I mean, nobody.
That's such a fucking insult, dude.
Nobody wants to.
I'm hurt by that one.
Nobody wants to drink like Recollections. I hope not. I hope not. Oh, it says Nick Recollections' other woman.
Ooh. What?
Wow. Should we?
I'm curious.
I knew the guy for the last 6 months.
How long ago is this? Look at him.
Yeah, he looks a lot healthier.
Yeah.
Than he used to.
Look, there's some meat on them cheeks.
Have slamming bodies, have
he's
whatever.
Pudgy.
Yeah, this is fat. Oh God, look at how bad he's gotten then.
Oh, this is old, dude.
Look at how bad he's gotten. Look, his face used to have cheeks.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't have any cheeks.
His shoulders are round, his upper body's roundish.
Yeah.
Not
it's a little chubby.
Them.
Yeah.
I literally only want her. I promised before me, before her, before God. I am the biggest simp in the world for this stupid pile of woman next to me. Stupid pile.
Wow. Did you really go on stream and just say that you're a simp for your wife and it's only her and you promised in front of the house of God and everything else? And people wonder, and he gets offended when people call him a lying sack of shit.
Because he's a lying sack of shit.
He's a lying sack of shit. Guess what? I made a promise to my wife in front of a pastor and in a beautiful garden in Las Vegas, Nevada. I made a promise to
Where all lasting marriages happen.
To forsake all others. Guess what? Guess what I was?
What?
A lying piece of shit.
You don't say.
Motherfucker. This is what I always hated about him. I will be honest. I always hated this part about him. I'm like, at least I'm honest garbage.
Yeah.
At least I've always said, morally, I'm a failed guy. Morally, I have an idea of what I'd like to be. I chase it every day, and I come up about that short. This motherfucker sat there and was pious and pontificating about God, about a church, and he's going to fucking swinger resorts, and we're swapping wives and shit, and he's going to say, I'm a godly man. I'm aggressively monogamous. Aggressively monogamous, my fucking dick. Are you fucking kidding me?
In the best way, stupid. Not actually commenting on you, but this thing.
But she only took offense to the word stupid, but pile of a woman is okay?
I'm fine with piles. Don't worry about
And
that.
by the way, similarities between Nick Recollections and I, we put our wives on the air and it fell the fuck apart for him. Because this broke her.
Oh.
She hated being online. Like, people were mean. They were fucking disgusting. They were terrible to her. Just like April. She had the same thing. She went through the same thing April did, only earlier, where she's like, I don't want to be online anymore. These people are fucking nasty. They're terrible. They say horrible shit about me. All the pretty girls love being on the internet when they say the nice things.
Oh, yeah.
The truly badass ones are the ones that stay there after they start getting called a hoe and all, because you're going to get called a hoe.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Immediately, by the way.
I've
Don't be
said
fine with
so much
piles.
worse to
Piles are
myself.
uncomfortable.
He's starting to rot a little bit here, but not a lot.
I have
But
found,
stupid.
by the way, I have actually found the woman I'm fully attracted to, and I'm done with you.
Oh, they edited April into the thing. That is fucking great. By the way, that doesn't look like. Oh, I don't know what I did there. That just doesn't look like April, does it?
No.
The more I look at these old clips,
Yeah.
or not old clips.
Ew, did someone say your daughter?
That's what she looks like. That's what he
That's
looks
not
like.
what my daughter looks like her.
One day.
good.
Yeah, she looks fucking different too. She looked different towards the end. Just a little paler. You know, the face looked a little different.
Yep.
There was definitely some changes. That's too bad.
Oh, yeah.
I just, one thing I will say, I'm glad I didn't get into that shit. I'm just glad it didn't take me. So
Like
to
I've gotten
speak. I'm just really glad that it didn't like suck me in the way it did these other people. It's really too bad. Fucking sucks, man. Fucking sucks. It's too bad. $45 away from tonight's goal. We got about 15 minutes of overtime for you tonight. I know Matt's got to go at about 9:45, right?
I can hang out.
I'll stay till 10 if we knock out the 45. If we don't knock out the 45, we'll let Matt go in about 10 minutes here. Thank you to Adam for the $5 over on PayPal. Guys, we are $40 away. We need to knock that out to fill out the overtime, if you will. Internet person says, Aaron, I have to confess, sometimes I hate you and sometimes I think you're all right. I haven't decided yet.
Keep watching. We'll wait for your decision.
You're gonna be that way for a long time. You're gonna be like, this guy's all right, and then sometimes I'm gonna rub you the wrong way. It's kind of the beauty of being a fan of this show. You're gonna fit right in. I promise. You ain't getting my money, says Aaron left the house on fire and said, I'm glad I didn't get burned. Well, when nobody else will leave the fucking house, what are you supposed to do? Sorry.
Yeah, you can't drag out
bodies
that are still moving.
Yeah, when people think you're the problem. And by the way,
the bodies were actively clinging to the door frames as you were trying to drag them out.
Exactly. $9 from Garrett says soft lozenges. Thank you very much. And $25 from JJ says, been a minute. I see things have been going well. LOL. Take care, brother. All right. Well, that brings us, 34? That puts us $10 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much. $10 away. And you guys are the absolute fucking best. So to those of you who said, oh, I love watching him not hit his goals. Suck my dick. Hey, audience, $10 more to fully make him cry. You know what we say to that? Another win for the toe. Another win for the old toe. Just throw in that last $10 and then we can fully laugh at everybody.
Throw in that last $10 to hate Matt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Make sure that no matter how you send it,
Yes.
You hate Matt when you send it.
Yes. Hate Matt.
Make sure you
Hashtag
hate Matt,
Matt
when the whole thing goes down. Let's go ahead and give them a little trip down memory lane since it is Killdozer Day.
Oh yeah.
Since it is Killdozer Day, and this is like Nick Rekieta's favorite day, and he obviously will not be able to be on the air.
Why wasn't this all over Facebook
for Killdozer Day? Well, I did see a little.
I didn't see anything about Killdozer.
I did see a little Killdozer.
I would have brought my Killdozer.
Let's go.
Another prop.
Let's do. Can we get a nice short one? The problem with YouTube.
That one's 7 minutes, 3 minutes.
Oh, here we go. Destroyed in seconds. Bulldozer Rampage.
All right.
Here we go. 3:45. This will be. If you guys don't know the story behind Killdozer, there was a guy who just fucking had it with his local government. And he designed and engineered this giant bulldozer tank thing to just plow into buildings and fucking wreck the joint.
Bought a big ass, I don't know if it was Komatsu bulldozer or whatever. It's a fucking huge one.
Yeah.
And he built steel plating around it. And I do believe it was also filled with concrete.
Yes,
and
you're right.
everything was ran like you couldn't see out of it. There was video cameras, and this is back in the day. You didn't have your nice video camera. You could like a webcam you can buy and little flat panel screens. No, there was these janky ass like your old portable TVs you could tune channels into. That's what he had rigged up inside to view the cameras on.
Garrett with another $16 says because Matt is the worst.
Fuck yeah!
And he says love the new old show. There you go.
All right.
People glad that the old steel toe is back. Guys, we have knocked out tonight's goal. Sorry if you don't like us. I apologize for you hating us. I know you're going to cope however you have to, but
I got no shame.
It's another win for the toe. Sorry, guys.
Fuck me, this guy got paid.
A bulldozer levels a building in Granby, Colorado. Then another. And another. It's part of a meticulously planned citywide demolition project.
The bulldozer went crazy.
But this plan wasn't put together by city engineers or construction workers.
Really?
You know who was put together?
Big armor-plated bulldozer going through town wasn't put together by the city engineers?
You know who was put together by? Just some crazy fuck who'd had it. Like, that's all it is. Like, have you ever watched one of your relatives or somebody and they've just had it?
Yeah.
That's that with stick-to-itiveness. Like, this guy had the drive to see this shit through.
Well, and everybody, like, there's interviews. People knew him for years. He was a nice guy. He had friends. Everyone loved him. Like, and then he just fucking snapped.
He was fun. Well, he'd had it with the city.
Something happened with the government, and he just fucking had enough.
Yeah.
And he was done, and he was going to make an example out of them at his own expense.
Yes.
Just received a 911 call reporting that there.
Didn't he blow his head off, too?
I believe he pulled the pin on a fucking grenade.
Oh, he was a G. He was a G.
I think.
Is an out-of-control bulldozer.
It's the brainchild of an angry man with a grudge against a lot of local people. And
really? I thought it was a daycare employee. He was an angry man.
That's one of them Fight Club daycares.
Yeah, he didn't look it. You know, he seems like a reasonable man.
They can't tell who's driving it, but there is someone inside.
The man inside this armor-plated bulldozer is Marv Heemeyer. As horrified townspeople run for their lives, Heemeyer wrecks buildings.
I mean, you saw how fast that thing was moving. You could lightly trot for your life.
And just get the fuck out of your building and let him destroy it because you ain't stopping him.
Yeah, you can gallop for your life on this one.
Vehicles.
You can walk briskly for your life.
One after another.
Oh, look at that thing.
And he's ready to take on sheriff's deputies or anybody else who stands in his way. Heemeyer's an accomplished welder who spent a lot of time inside a secret workshop.
Yeah, it's all encased in metal, and you can't see who's driving or anything.
There, he outfitted the dozer with 2 sheets of half-inch steel plating, with a layer of concrete in between.
What type do you need? The biggest armor-piercing ammunition he has.
On this day, he seals
I'll
himself.
take the biggest armor-piercing ammunition you have.
Ain't gonna be enough.
Do we have a Panzer tank anywhere, like in a museum or something? If we get a Panzer tank, that might help. We can get an M1A1 Abrams.
Start with an RPG, and you might make a dent.
In and takes off on a violent ride. Inside his cockpit, 2 assault rifles, lots of ammo, and video monitors to help him see where he's going.
See? Look at that. The one had a fucking VCR tape on it.
Yeah, he's got a VCR helping him see where the fuck he's going. Do you know how bad you have to want to wreck your town that you're hooking up that much equipment?
It was the TV VCR combo.
God damn, man.
What the fuck?
A bank, a hardware store, a concrete factory, even the town hall.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that one seems like the most obvious one. I
Right.
mean, to be honest, if you're pissed off at the city, you're going to get there eventually.
And especially the police department.
Oh my God, you know how I just said that Recollections idolizes this guy? He has a Killdozer action figure, like of the Killdozer.
Yeah.
Still in its packaging, because he's a dork. If things start to go south, I mean, things have already gone south. They have a fucking slam dunk of a case against them. But what if? Oh, thank God he's not handy at all.
I was going to say, I don't think he's the kind of man that could put together a Killdozer.
Thank God he's a fucking, Lily fucking soft-handed rich kid, because otherwise we might have a problem.
Mm-hmm. The one thing all of those places have.
You know what you do when Nick Recollections shows up at your house, says, I'm pissed off at you, I'm going to kick your ass. You go, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Dude, I swear to God we're going to fight. I swear. I swear to God. I remember one time he was drunk and he was not happy that I told him he was drunk. We were fighting about something. Oh, it was a day something he did something really bad. And we were fighting about it. And I went, I looked at him, I said, what are you, fucking drunk already? It's the afternoon. He goes, fuck you! And he stormed off upstairs. Then he came back downstairs to yell at me some more.
Oh, God.
And he looked at me and he goes, and I know you can kick my fucking ass. I don't care. And I'm like, as long as we're on the same.
I mean, a woman does, dude.
He kind of disarmed me with that one because I was like, well, as long as we're on the same page with the fact that I can kick the shit out of you, that's all right.
In common, Heemeyer feels he has been wronged by these businesses or the people who own them. He even exacts revenge on the home of the town's former mayor.
He does have armor weaponry.
Deputies and SWAT teams trying everything.
Right. They're just walking behind him, shooting the fucking thing, and they're like, why won't you die?
Everything. But even armor-piercing bullets can't penetrate Marv Heemeyer's homemade metal and concrete shield.
If you want to try to box him in.
At one point, a heavy equipment operator decides to put a stop.
This is fucking stupid. Do you know what those things are designed for?
What?
They scoop dirt up from the ground underneath them. When they're scooping that dirt up and they don't quite have enough power on their own, a fucking dozer pushes them.
You're saying that's not
The
going to go
dozer
well?
can literally just push that thing.
To the carnage. He climbs behind the wheel of his front-end loader and
That's not
gets
a
set to
front-end
take
loader.
on the armored bulldozer.
This guy narrating's a fucking idiot.
But quickly, the operator finds himself in an industrial-sized game of chicken.
Uh-oh.
Heemeyer speeds ahead, aiming directly for the blockage. Realizing his intentions, the loader attempts to flee, but the armored dozer gives chase.
Ooh.
Ramming the tractor off its path, it steams ahead to its next target.
Effortless.
Authorities seize the narrow opportunity, using the front loader truck to block the dozer in. The civilian operator hurries to safety. Forced to continue ahead, Heemeyer pushes his creation to the limit.
I mean, he's tearing through it pretty fucking good.
Yeah, is this where, but he gets
The
stuck.
bulldozer grinds to a halt under the rubble of a steel building. Its engine has called it quits. As authorities try to get into the cab of his homemade tank,
I thought he got
Marv
stuck in a
Heemeyer
pit.
takes his own life. It takes officers several hours and a cutting torch to finally get inside the cab. None of the townspeople are hurt, but the price tag on this Rampage is about $7 million.
This is wrong.
$7 million.
That's fucking wrong.
What?
That building he got stuck there because it used to be an old auto repair shop. And you know how like some of them back in the day you had a pit in the middle, like you drive your car and there'd be a pit, you'd go down underneath to change oil?
Sure.
Yeah, one of the tracks went in that fucking pit.
Oh, so it got
he was stuck
that
and couldn't move. And it wasn't I fucking hate. Sorry, I'm spurging out over some dumb shit.
That
here,
made
but
you
it's just annoying.
That made you really bad. Yeah, James says he fell in a basement. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was an old repair shop turned into some other fucking building, and he broke through the floor where that pit was, where you used to do oil changes and shit like that.
And once he was, and by the way, everyone is allowed if they come to the anniversary show to punch me in the face for what I'm about to say. Once he was in the pit, he was not able to love someone.
Oh, boy.
He was not able to get into the pit and love someone. You see, because it's a song.
I see.
You don't. Bobby Baloney with the right answer. He just writes, God damn it. I love doing that. I love it. Oh, man. Thank you, Adam Simon, for upgrading his membership to Steel Toe Bro.
Steel Toe Bo.
Hey, that's Steel Toe Bo over there. You don't fuck with him.
No.
You know what he actually said? He goes, I tell that bartender, make that motherfucker stronger. I want to go all night longer. That's what he said. Oh, that's not very nice. Somebody sent me a picture of that's April taking a poop. And she's holding a turd, and she's in a shit-covered bathroom, and she has a shit smear on her cheek. That's not very nice. That's not very nice, you guys.
Fuck sends that.
Sick.
Wow.
A sick man, Your Honor. A desperate man at the end of his pitiful rope.
Say that in the mirror, don't you?
I do. 6'4", big teeth, kind of gangly. Toasty with the most, he says, hi, Aaron. Hello, Toasty. I hope you're all right. Citizen M says, Matt doesn't know shit about Killdozer. Shit.
Well, I don't know. I kind of corrected a few of the fucking facts on there.
Damn.
Or said a few of them before they even got to it, but. Yeah.
Copperhead with $50 over on Rumble says, here you go, baby. Thank you very much. That's putting us, we're $40 into tomorrow now because of that guy. What a dude.
Nice.
Thank you, pal. We're going to be starting tomorrow's show $40 ahead because Copperhead's really generous over on Rumble. And he gave us $50. Thank you, pal. Says, good show tonight, guys. Thanks. Trucker 18-Wheeler says, here's interviews with people that were there.
It started just after 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon in the town of Granby.
Let's fast forward a little bit.
Better assessment of that later on today.
You had to take me on en masse. Well, I'm going to take you on by myself.
You have to take me on in mass. That's what April said to Nick when he brought her to church.
Jesus.
You see, I'm divorced.
Is that what raised all the suspicion?
Yeah. And I don't think Kayla wants to talk to me anymore after all the secrets I've revealed. So I think I'm okay here. I don't think this is costing me any interpersonal relationship.
No. You're better off without those ones.
You think so?
Yeah, just a hunch.
Why? What happened? What happened? Something happened to him?
I don't know, just some mugshots.
Oh, just a fucking hell of their own making.
Coke and guns and kids.
If only some innocent fucking...
And a missing dog.
If only some innocent four-eyed asshole would have warned him. You know what's sick is that Monday, Kayla texted me and she said, I can't talk to you anymore. It's just all a disaster. It's all falling apart. Everybody's low. You were right. This destroyed everyone. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No, you weren't destroyed yet.
No. Oh, if only you had a crystal ball.
It's almost been 20 years since the kill.
And by the way,
Whistling Diesel.
That was before her husband had the stream.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Killdozer incident in Granby, Colorado, and today we are in Granby, and we're going to be talking to the people that Marvin Heemeyer had the most beef with. I've looked everywhere on the internet, and there's not many examples of like first-hand interviews of people that have dealt with Marvin. We're going to go straight to the beef, and we're going to figure out what went wrong here. I know from first-hand experience how someone could have problems with a town and feel like they were getting walked on.
We're going to go find out what went wrong here. A psychopath built a tank and ran through a bunch of shit and caused $7 million in damage. Thank you for your diagnosis.
All over. Here in about an hour, my personal Komatsu D355A, which is the same Killdozer that brought this town down, is going to come through here on a trailer.
Cody, this is 14 hours out of the way. This doesn't make any sense.
No, it's not that far out. It's worth it.
There's some production in this, so you might want to click ahead a little.
The pump is slow. Please let off the handle for 12 seconds to start again. It's super cold out. It's like 5 degrees. There's a thing in the gas station that says, it happened here in Granby.
It was me.
You get many people buying this book?
Oh, yeah.
Is this like a tourist destination for that now?
Yeah, not like hugely, but so like maybe a couple of them a month, like 2.
Were you guys here when that happened?
Yes. Couple, like 2.
Yeah, he was like kind of like behind our building.
Is everybody pretty chill about it? Or is it like a sensitive topic for some people?
It's a little bit sensitive. There's a thing that happens when a person dies that they gain all the virtues. You can't talk ill of the dead.
Right.
So everyone's, oh, he was the best guy.
You know, he ran through a bunch of fucking buildings and destroyed our little town and then killed himself. But yeah, he was a good dude.
Uh-huh.
He liked sports.
Used to wait on him at the Hackamania restaurant. You know, she said that he seemed like a decent guy.
Oh, okay. Already, like, someone was here when it happened.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's like a little tourist destination now.
Yeah. What, you think a lot of people leave Danby?
Right.
Let's be honest here. Let's go ahead to the next interview where he talks to some fucking dude.
Yeah, you got to get where he actually talks to someone here.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, thank you for sending me this.
Keep going ahead. No, he
video.
does talk to people.
Those are through there.
You see on the front side of the
They're
building?
just looking at
the 3 bay doors that we just drove past.
Right. Let's talk to him. I want to get in there. Sorry to bother you. Is that part of this business here?
How I understand it is, it was leased by that guy back in the day, and then once it all went down, it was just kind of folded into the business.
We were really curious if there's any way to look at it.
I'd really rather not. That's a work area for our guys. You can like take some pictures from the outside.
Okay, no problem. Appreciate it, man.
Not allowed in.
Let's come back at midnight. That's Marvin's shop, dude. Oh my gosh.
Dude, he totally built it in there.
Oh, that's where he built the thing.
Oh, he did shoot himself in the head.
So you see that tower?
Okay, so he shot himself?
Yeah.
All right. Poor fella. Seemed like a nice enough dude.
Why did I think it was a grenade? Probably watched some other shitty documentary that got shit wrong, too.
MSO says Matt was an insurance adjuster at the time and denied all claims.
I mean, I would have had his back.
Matt, you fucking dick. Los Federales says that's going to be Aaron in 5 years going to demolish Recaita's house, but instead he'll be driving the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. I'd like to think I wouldn't do such a thing. I'd like to think that I would be a bigger man than that.
Oscar Mayer Wienermobile will have a Baldo attached to it.
Just that'll be my Ram.
A makeshift Baldo on the front of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
As I'm tearing down his fucking house. I would never do that. I was happy to be out of there. Just unhappy that unhappy that I couldn't help anybody. That's all. I've gotten over that, though. I'm like, you know what? That whole scene just wasn't for me. Oh, they're calling it the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer.
I like the Nick's going to do that at Aaron's house with a snowplow.
Oh, the Bulldozer.
The Bulldozer.
Drew said Aaron pulled a trailer once and it fell off his minivan hitch. Dude couldn't even start a dozer. There was a woman who put the trailer on at U-Haul. They wouldn't let you do it yourself. So eat my ass,
Women
Drew.
should not be around cars.
Bulldozer heads straight to the back door. Oh, man. I don't think anybody, Nick or myself, are looking to destroy anyone else's homes.
No,
I mean
but
not any
just fucking hilarious.
Not
to joke
any more
about.
than we already have destroyed each other's homes. He gave my wife drugs and then took her away. Actually, I shouldn't say took her away. She chose to go. And then I left, and apparently everyone went fucking retarded nuts and got themselves arrested. So, I would say he who laughs last laughs best. And if I may, ha ha, ha ha. You don't have a wife. I'm not going to prison. Yay.
I still have custody of my kids. I don't need supervised visitation.
Hey, Aaron, we still hang out with your wife. Hey, Nick, I can still have breakfast with my children. I mean, by myself.
You could have a drink without paying $5,000.
Yeah. Hey, guess what, Nick? My last drink cost $5,000 less than yours did. It was delicious. This is not nice, you guys.
You can take a trip in October. Oh, no, he can leave the state now because he paid, right?
Well, I mean, it depends on what the conditions of the bail bondsman.
Okay.
Kiki's Disco Wedding with $2 says, no, that was not the case. That was not the case. Like, I hold very little ill will towards anyone. I wish April would have been smarter with the way she consumed certain things. Don't stop it. I wish Kayla would have followed through when she asked for help. That would have been great. And I wish Nick wouldn't have been such an arrogant, stubborn piece of shit and gotten himself help before it kind of ruined his life. But I don't hate anybody. I really don't. In fact, if people aren't going to like this because they like when I make fun of the guy.
Yep.
He's got 5 fucking kids. I want him to either get better or not get his kids back. Like, I want him to heal. I want him to kick the drugs, kick the booze. He can't be around either one of them. He cannot have a healthy relationship with either one of them. So I would say I want all of them to get clean. Kayla loves her children. I watched her children hug her and tell her amazing things, and she cried, and she loves her children. But when you're on those substances, you can love your children all you want. It's saying one thing and doing another.
Yeah.
They need to get off those substances so they can love their kids properly. That would be nice. But yeah, in terms of their behavior, it's fucking degenerate. Mine too. Irish Diesel says you might end up with some charges on you, Aaron, because of you crying guilty. You may. I've already talked with everyone, Irish Diesel. You're not telling me anything I don't already know. Don't you worry, pal. I'm not trying to avoid anything. I told my story. That's just the way it is for me. Some people want to get away with shit. I want to be held accountable. So whatever that looks like, I'm game. Adam Simon gifting a membership. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Trucker 18-wheeler with $2 says, hey, Tardo, I sent a 10 spot that you missed. Well, fuck me. I'm very sorry. There it is. Trucker 18-wheeler with $10. I still love and hate Aaron. I've been here since the radio days. Also, I hate Matt. No love for Matt.
Yeah.
Chris
Cool.
Olin.
Love you too, bud.
Chris Olin with $10 says, let me see if you get my name right this time. Killdozer unlocked. I hate Matt.
Fuck
yeah. 5, 10, 15.
Gotta love the Matt hate.
So another $20 that we're ahead for tomorrow. So we're starting tomorrow under $300.
Nice.
Thank you guys for your amazing generosity to
Keep
this
hating
program.
Matt. Paying that money. Hating Matt.
Absolutely keep paying your Matt hatred money. Hey, man, we're done. That's it.
All right. Well, happy Killdozer Day.
We appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You guys are the absolute best. Another win for the toe. Matt, thanks again.
No problem, buddy.
Guys, thank you. We'll be back again at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Talk to you then.